as Szydlowski gets over center, dumps it deep in the corner. Going after it hard, Embach got a good hit on his guy. They get an outlet pass, and here they come up the wing. Sakara sets his guy up going into the zone, and the defense coming hard up the wall. Can they make it? They try to loop out front. They still don't have the play. Here's a screenshot. Whoa, baby, that took a funny bounce. Up the wall come the Komets all the way to center. Here's Szydlowski. In he goes. He looks. He's across the zone. He's on it. Turned up wide, out at the point, left side. Turned deep in the corner by Daniels, holding it on. Here they go, jamming away. Szydlowski's got it up the middle, and going around Szydlowski, but hanging on is the goaltender, Dredger. They got a move, got a shot. First shot on goal goes to the Komets, and that's better than they did last night. They were outshot 6-0 before they got close to the goal, as Indy was all over them. Line change out for both teams now. Going to center for the Komets, it'll be Tom Frazee. So Frazee heading into the draw against Matt Lowry, as Lowry picks the draw up behind his net to Rutkowski. Rutkowski coming long up the middle. Komets tap that one away, and here we come. Frazee puts it back in the corner. Pistelli going after it down the wall, bumps his guy. Right up top, they got a man in front of the net. They couldn't get back to it in time. And it's poked out to the right wing by Rutkowski, and they fired into the Fort Wayne zone wide. Binging away, can't make the play. Lowry with his back to the crew has it coming. Here go the Komets back over center again into the zone. All the way into the corner, around behind the net. Komets couldn't hold it. Picked up by Kev Harvey. Harvey lost it. A shot on goal. Rebound over the top of the net that time from Ouellette. Komets again. Here we go, as trying to move the puck hard was Frazee, but it bounced over his stick. Played back. Komets a drive. Score! Right up the slot in the right spot at the right time was Tommy Frazee, and he just blasted it home. Whoa, baby, we're on the board early. That one came at 1-38. Frazee. So the K's get the first notch in the old gun barrel today, 1-0. Big one to get it started. Momentum is all so important. Now we're back at center ice, ready.
Is 7th of the season, scored by number 19, Thomas Frazee.
Here they come, deep in the corner.
1 minute, 38 seconds. Comet goal scored by 19 Frazee at 1:38.
They don't give any assists on it at the moment, but we'll see where we're going to go with it. They tipped the puck out to center as the Komets cleared all the way to the Evansville blue line. Recovered there by Danny Johnston, the D-man, came back at center. Komets skate in, move it right back up the wall. Here's Szydlowski, turned it wide, and it's tipped right back deep in behind the net that time by the centerman Perlini. Komets get their line change complete. Here they come. Oh, a good shot again on goal. Now here we go, all the way up top in the corner behind the net, and the Komets try to dump it wide. Muirs couldn't get to it. Evansville breaking out to the Komet line. Colin Murray going in deep. He's checked off the play, but drops it off onto the wall to Kennedy. Kennedy can't get his play. Right in front of the net, though, everybody all tied up as Leach wraps up the one guy that had a chance at it, Curie, and hanging on to the puck was Pat Nagle. So Nagle doing a great job again tonight. 17:21 to go, period 1, 1-0 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
Oh, please make me a sandwich on nice soft sunbeam bread, 'cause softer is deliciouser. That's what my mommy said.
What's been a Fort Wayne tradition for over 50 years? Komet Hockey, of course, and Sunbeam Bread. Delicious, nutritious Sunbeam has been making the best sandwiches for young Komets fans since 1957.
I want a Sunbeam sandwich, 'cause Sunbeam is softest, it tastes softest longest.
ESPN Radio, 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, here come the Komets breaking out. Long pass into the zone, going hard to the corner. It's going to be dumped behind the boards by Frazee. Out to the wall, right side. Here's a shot on goal, right to the net, dropped as Martin had that one zeroed in. Komets with a forecheck, trying to keep Martel busy behind his own net. Evansville dumps it out. Komets take over. And again, Martin drives it back as the Komets get a line change. Here comes Evansville working their way up the right wing at the Fort Wayne zone. Blocked by Leach. Leach into the zone. Can't get the play. Komets hard after it. And around behind the net, here's Faille. Faille has daylight. He left the puck there for a minute, but he's got it now. Drops into the corner. Komets keep coming up the middle into the zone. Hard. Faille drops it off to Szydlowski. Here's Sid into the slot and trying to get the shot away. He's got it back. He's out. Score! Szydlowski, loose puck, front of the net. Walk right across the front of the goal mouth, and bingo. 3:49. Szydlowski makes it 2-0. Komets here early in the going. We'll check the assists on it. Right now, this is Komet hockey.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. Aaron's, nobody.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Komets now trying to work their way out of their zone. Beaupre with a good spin makes the move. Trying to dump it out to center. Get on it. Here we come. At center ice now. Tipped deep. That time as Frazee is bumped off the puck by the Evansville D-man. Up it comes left wing. Fort Wayne zone. Dumped by McKenzie deep behind the net as Krug came around the net to make the play. Komets back up ice. Lead pass good. Here comes Muirs into the zone. He's there. He shoots. It's a save on the play to Dreider. Up it comes again. Turned off side of the net. Taken by Evansville. Spinning away. Randy Curry coming out towards center. Komets break that up. Get it back again. Here's Muirs on his way. Into the zone he comes again. He's there. He's still got the puck. He's still got it. Round it comes. Shipped behind the net. This time played off the wall by the Komet winger. And up we come again as the two Komets collide deep in the zone. Trying to move that time was Severin. Ran into his own guy. Now back we come. Krug on the wall. Comes up with the puck. Go, baby, and it will be Saul. Saul trying to dump it. He didn't get any good wood on it, and they scrum down in the Fort Wayne corner, up top and out towards center. Broken up, and the Komets have it. Saul tried to pass, hit the wrong skate, and they're right into the zone on the attack. Kerbashian can't find a way to play. He's chased by Saul. Up the wall they come, chipping away at this one, and they still can't get it loose. Played off the wall again. This time Lowry hitting the shot. It's wide of the net. They try to send it out front, and it's way back deep inside the Evansville zone. Lepine chasing it down. No icing as they cleared the puck themselves. Komets get their line change. 14 minutes left. Period one. Komets with a 2-0 lead at the moment. In they come. Fort Wayne zone to the net. And hanging on, the Komets goaltender, as Nagle saw too many blue shirts on the move. 13:51 still left in period one. 2-0 Komets. This is Komet hockey.
21 Alive News is local, setting the standard for reporting news that hits home, live, anywhere, at any time. News when it breaks, when it hits home. The experience to deliver with veteran anchors and reporters, united to bring you the highest standard of community involvement. Make it personal, make it real. Your news is alive. 21 Alive. ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, Komets with an icing call on the outlet pass that time, and the faceoff stays back in the Fort Wayne zone. Let's see. Here we come. The goal was Szydlowski, and the 2 assists on it. Faille had the other one. All right, here we are. Faceoff back in the Fort Wayne zone. Down they come, off behind the net. Komets hard on the play. Keep it coming. Lead pass good at center into the attacking zone. Here we come up high at the goal mouth. It's high as it was lifted a little bit too far up in the air that time as Embach tried to make it go. He just couldn't find his guy. Here they come. Back up ice. Komets on the move. Lugging it is Martin. In goes Martin wide right. They wait. He shoots. It's wide. Keeping this one in is Embach. Embach dumps it deep behind the net. Going after it will be the centerman Frazee. Back they come. Working hard up the line. Squeezed on the boards nicely. Komets keep it in. Here they come all the way behind the net far side as they do get it dumped down on the wall. Willette can't play. Right out front. They jam for it. Picked back up as Frazee trying to get it. They still control it. Here they come behind them on a trailer. Moving away again is Willette. It came to the front of the net. Indy intercepting, and back out they come. On the move is Harvey at center. Going in wide left to drive wide off the side of the net. Komets wheel it around far boards. Here comes Willette. He's still got it, then lost it on the end of his stick. Now going deep as Evansville sends it back to center. Curie dumps it to the Fort Wayne line. Look out, a lot of traffic. And it's right back to the Komet winger, and they give it away again. Willette tried to catch it on his foot again. And every time you do, you just don't have the control you need when you can put a stick on it. Here they come back in one more time. A trailer gets a shot. That's blocked behind the net. Up the wall. Good hit, Severin, as he took his guy off the play. Here they come up front again. Nicely moved away. Good defensive move. Komets another one on goal, and hanging on is Nagle. So with 11:45 left in period number one, the Komets hold a 2-0 lead. And let's see what we got going here. They have the goal to whom? Whatever it is. Maybe they changed the goal from Szydlowski. Can't tell. No, Frazee got the first goal. That's right. We're okay. Here we come. Komets with it. They move it out to neutral ice where it's picked up by Evansville. Danny Johnson at his own blue line. Came cross rink, breaking into the Fort Wayne zone. Now they've got it back, and Willette with a bouncer feeds it back up the near wall, and they didn't clear it again. As that time it was Krug in front of the net. He finally gets it cleared this time, and it's chased down by Evansville at their own blue line. Johnston back with it again, moves to center. Wheels it wide, but it came off a body right up into the Fort Wayne bench. Whistle blows. Face-off stays in the neutral zone just outside the Komet blue line. 2-0 Komets, 11:15 left. It is period number one as they lead Evansville. This is Komet hockey.
Save on gasoline and get free Komet hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. At Marathon, you can earn a 25 cents per gallon savings on gas and a free game ticket. Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
ESPN Radio, 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Komets out shooting Evansville 8-6 at the moment, outscoring them 2-0 with 11:03 still left in the first period. As into the face-off for Fort Wayne is going to be Perlini down the boards. Off behind the net, picked back there as Harris dumps it up on the wall. Right side, good hit that time as Petrick coming loose with the puck. Oh, look out. A long backhander came high as waving at it. Nagle was a little too far up for him. And the Komets get it cleared from the front of the net again as Saul, staying home, got it taken care of one more time. And they missed the net. Now back up we come. Komets with Petrick. Petrick coming to center. Into the zone he goes, looks for help, drops it off in front of the net, and saved. Went right on through the corner. Muir's got it. Came back up the wall. Oh, bad pass. Can they keep it alive? Yep, they do. And they drive it back in the corner again. Petrie all the way cross rink. Leaving it in is Krug. As Krug banged on the play by Murray down deep. And they get a whistle on the play. And sticks get just a little bit high. As it was Lepine waving his stick under Muir's nose. All right, they change him up. Faceoff stays inside the Evansville zone off to the left of their goaltender, Dreyer. Here we come as Faille gets this draw, looking for it. It's bounced away and wide left wing, broken up. In goes Evansville again. Komets reaching for it, came down the wall, hanging on. Daniels deep in the zone. They scrum, coming up with the puck. Here they come, going hard to center ice. Lead pass good at center, making the break into the zone. Hard goes Daniels at the net. They try to center it, as unable to get the pass in the right spot was Embach. Here comes Evansville. It's Kerbashian at the net. Nice save. Komets again. Here they come as Szydlowski slows it down. He waits, turns back off on the wall, and he's hit hard. But it's Faille who tries to turn it in. They lost control of it. Komets in a line change. Here comes Evansville back at center. Tipped into the Komet corner hard on the play by Bell, and the Komets are back with it again. And circling this time is the D-man for the Komets, Martin. He gets away from the chase, comes all the way to center. Into the zone he goes. Now dumps it deep in the corner. There was nobody there to take it. Martin goes deep. Willett in scrumming for the puck down in the corner left side. Still Willett trying to drive him nuts on the play, but it's Rutkowski recovering. And here they come back. Komets chip away and come up with it again. Unable to hold it, they drive it loose, and at center ice, Komets control. Here we come. Oh, bad pass. As that time Martin puts it right onto the stick of Harvey. They come in, but they did say offside on the play, fortunately. So with that in mind, we're still safe. 2-0 Komets lead. This is Komet Hockey.
The next generation of quality-built Chevy and GMC full-size pickups are built right here in Allen County. The proud union members of UAW Local 2209 built these trucks at the General Motors Fort Wayne Assembly Plant. The United Auto Workers have a tradition that is world-class. The UAW brings that tradition home to Northeast Indiana in every GMC and Chevy they build. Take a look at the next generation of trucks at your Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio GMC and Chevy dealers.
Crowd at the bar making you sweat? Could you use some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in epic nights, maximum refreshment, great times, awesome memories, high fives, smiles, Rocky Mountain refreshment, Blue Mountain refreshment, quadruple epic refreshment, killer parties, and totally refreshed killer parties. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Faceoff will stay just outside the Fort Wayne blue line. Komets 2-0 over the Icemen with 8:49 to go here in the first period of play. Back into the faceoff, Perlini for the Komets. It came to center ice, now turned wide, down in the corner. Komets feed it cross rink, up the wall, going in nicely on the play. Here we come to the net. Spinning off the puck was Severin. Severin came all the way at the point, right side, left point. Krug feeds it off, drive, turned out of there by Dreiger. Dreiger now watches as in the corner. Muir's digging for it. Muir's working his way up the wall, tied up on the wall by Wong, but Muir's gets it back. He's got it again. Komets have it still in the corner. Fighting for it this time is Perlini. Back it comes as Muirs takes it away again. Here he is all the way up front and out to the left point. Here it is. Muirs is there. Shoots, hit the crossbar. Up they come. And they say goal, I believe. I believe they said goal. They did say it bounced out. It went up under the crossbar, apparently, is what happened. 11:56. Muirs. So the Komets now run it up to 3-0. There was no light, went on immediately. It came back out, and they started to play it up ice, so the conversation continues. And what are they going to do with it? The puck comes to, they're not telegraphing it at the moment, but that's what it's going to be. And it would appear that if that is another goal, we're going to have some conversation, and the goaltending now changes. Going in will be Combe. So it would probably be Muirs who will get the goal if they allow it to stand, and they're discussing it at the present time. We'll see if we can get the announcement on it. 8:04 left in this period as the Komets keep banging away. That was their 10th shot on goal. And let's see where we're going to go with it. They're blowing the horn, whether it's up, down, or in between right now. Let's see what it's going to be. No decision yet. They're still looking. They're all together. All the zebras are in the same cage over there. trying to figure what the decision is going to be, and I hope he skates out and points to center ice. Let's do it. Still conversation, big time going on. While that's going on, we'll tell you this is Komet hockey. Nope, they didn't.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest's work line features Max high-performance gloves, PBR, Wolverine, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves. Midwest Quality Gloves prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. That's why the work line also features many styles made right here in the USA. When you need work gloves, think Midwest Quality Gloves, Chillicothe, Missouri.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
No goal allowed on that one. Embach with a hard forecheck as they move it out to center ice. Lead pass to the line, picked off by Hobbs. In they go all the way left side as Daniels takes Hobbs off, going deep in the corner, trying to move it around behind the net. And here come the Komets again on the trail, moving it in nicely. It's Daniels left side, and trying to just slide on by the forecheck that time was the Komet winger, but he just couldn't make the play. Here they come all the way back at center ice to Szydlowski. Sid takes a look, and it's deflected, but back they come with it. Evansville now going deep, chased by Embach, and spinning away. Kerbashian turns it off onto his defender right side. That's Johnston that came to the Fort Wayne line. Now tipped back up, and they can't get it out. Now they finally control it. Everybody taking swats at it, and they couldn't make it work. Here we come now. Up the middle and reaching for it, unable to hang on to it. That time was Pistelli. Komets trying to move it out front of the net. Here they come the other way. Is Willett. Sends it deep in the corner. He's kind of double teamed on the play, but in he goes after the puck hard on the corner. Pistelli in. He couldn't get a piece of it. Willett reached for it, but here's Indy coming all the way cross rink to the D-man up the left wall. Curry at the Fort Wayne line, picked back off by Beaupre, the Komet defender. Over center, give and go. Beaupre gets it right back and turns it into the Fort Wayne zone. This time, Randy Curry back up the defense for Evansville. Komet step in, trying to get a play. Going hard is going to be the Komet D-man Martin coming up with the puck. Waiting around, and there's a lot of traffic out on the ball right side. Still can't play it as Pistelli sends it all the way back in. Now the Komets have some daylight. Here they come to the line. All the way into the zone, feeding it up, but right onto the stick that time of Lowry, who was back checking, and the Komets have to get it back again. Petrick comes in, fights hard down the wall for the play. Lowry in rooting around for it. Petrick couldn't hang on to him, and here they come to center. Leading the pass, Harvey to the Fort Wayne line. Going deep in the corner, Saul. He just holds his guy off the puck, and they scrum for it. Up the wall they come, and they get it cleared. The foot race is on as Muirs has it. He couldn't hold it, as he was kind of all over the place, off balance. So they come through again, off behind the net. Muirs behind the goal, looking around, all the way at the point. From the point, the drive is blocked, but getting it right back was Saul. Komets play it at their own blue line. Saul waits. His line gets their changing, and up the wall they come all the way to center, trying to move to it. Faille couldn't play, intercepted into the zone. Here comes Lowry trying to get a shot off the side of the net. Komets recover. Nice little lead pass comes to center to Szydlowski into the zone. We come with Faille. Here they go. Drive shot. Oh, it's laying behind the goaltender, and he laid down on it and hung on as Faille reached around trying to drop it home, and the goaltender, Com, got onto it just in time. He has just come in relief of Dreiger. 2-0. It's Komets. 5:03 still to go. It is period number 1 on a Sunday afternoon at the Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So they change him up again. Shots on goal 11-7 now as the Komets have begun to generate. Brett Perlini on a face-off, but it squirts out, picked up by Indy. They move over center. Murray drives it in left wing, all the way to the corner. Beaupre can't make the move, but it's dug off the ball left side as Wong trying to set it up front of the net. Can't get the job done again. But it's Rutkowski who dumps it behind the goal. Komets flip it out to center. It'll be chased down deep inside the Evansville line by their defender. That's going to be Pat Kennedy. Comes to center. Komets try to get to that that one, which they do. Turned wide. They fight for the loose puck deep in the corner as Severn couldn't quite forecheck on the play. Here's Murray coming back in. He missed the net completely. Where's the response? Komets come up with it again. And behind the net, around the wall. Komets moving. They come to center. Severn makes the break in. He goes in all the way left side to Szydlowski. Here's Sid down the wall. He's got a trailer. Here's the drive in front of the net. Turned wide again, and hanging on is Com on a second shot off the rebound. 4:02 still left in the first period. 2-0 Komets. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Komets now still with the puck. Here goes Daniels, drops it back. Embach a drive and a big save. Up they come with the puck. Kerbashian heading for center. Gets on by Embach, but the Komets try to break it up. Couldn't do the job as Leach couldn't get the puck cleared. Up they come, moving it, trying to get it to the point. Races on. Here's Szydlowski, still has it. Waits into the zone, drops it behind him, and there was nobody there. It was deflected. Fighting hard to play the puck, though, and moving well was Faille. All the way cross ring. Komets over center. Dump it into the zone. Komets get their line changed. Evansville up with the puck all the way to center. Martell taken away. Komets, but offside.
Offside.
So with the offside play, the faceoff will stay just outside the Evansville zone. 3:06 left in period number 1. We're looking at Komets with a 2-0 advantage. Third goal disallowed at 11:56. Muirs. Back we come as Frazee takes the draw, sweeps into the defense. Krug there for Fort Wayne, right back up the middle. And Krug comes through, couldn't handle the puck, and it's dumped deep into the zone as Saul back around the wall. Look out. Down in the corner, picked off by Willett. Saul nailed, driven hard to the wall, and the penalty call will be against Evansville. Here they come. Cross-ring pass, whistle blows. Penalty call will be made at 17:20 of period number 1. As everybody wanted a piece of Harvey that time and didn't get it. So Harvey goes off for boarding. And the time of the call, 17:20.
Evansville 27, Harvey. 2 minutes charging.
He got a charge out of it, okay, a big charge. Faceoff is in the Evansville zone. And with the power play, the Komets with a 2-0 lead at the moment. Getting it all set up. Yeah, Saul had his back to the play, didn't get much done, and Harvey just took a run at him. Down he goes, and Saul wanted him, but when he saw the penalty was called, he just backed off. All right, we're waiting. Faille in the face-off circle when it's resumed. Willett on one wing. This is the power play unit. Szydlowski, one of the point men, along with Martin. Here they come out at the point, and Martin on the left point's got it. Bad pass, and they give it away, but the Komets steal it. Here it is, into the zone. Willett with a drive, scrambling at the goal mouth, and it's held onto by Com. Boy, Willett walked right in. There was kind of a hole. He ended up in the eye of a storm, and there he was, but he had nowhere to go with it. He was so tight on the goal, he just slid it over, hoping somebody could misdirect it, and they just didn't have enough room to travel. All right, back we come again. Faille back into the face-off circle one more time. Faille got beat on the drop that time, and here's Evansville coming back up ice as it'll be chased down by James Martin behind the net for the K's. Power play is on. Here they come with 2:15 left, and a long lead pass from Martin just didn't work, but apparently they got a touch on it anyway. Now here we come back up the middle. Here's a drive over the crossbar. Picked back up by Faille. Faille looking on the half wall left side out at the point. From the point, Martin taking a look around. Can't find his guy. Up top, drive. Another one out front. Komets got it again in front of the net. Now they send it wide. Moving it up again. All the way half wall left. Back Martin again. Another drive. The Komets get it again. All the way up top. Martin right side this time. Szydlowski up to Martin. Here's Martin. Has some room. He can't get the shot away. Here's Sid. Drive. Trickled right by the corner. Embach's got it. Feeds into the corner. Faille's got it there. Left side. On the point. Left side. Embach. Bad pass that time. He put it right into the forecheck. He's got it back. 40 seconds still left, as this time another bad pass as Embach couldn't hit his guy. Evansville coming back. Here are the Komets with Faille down in front of the net. Couldn't make the move, and they clear it length of the rink. So the K's just miss a golden opportunity to put it together in the zone. One bad pass and you lose your mo. Here they come again. Back up the wall. Moving hard. Faille. In he goes across the line. No, they saved it that time, as hustling back was Daniels to make the play. Down behind the net, Pistelli. Now sent behind the goal all the way up top. Shot. Nice shot. Good save. They clear length of the rink. On the trigger, that was really pulled hard, as I believe that was Severin with it. Here they come back the other way into the zone. Go to chase the puck, and it's cleared back all the way to the Komet line again. Moving this time is Daniels for the Komets. Daniels looking. He waits, feeds back up, and on the move this time coming to center is Krug. Krug off the wall, goes down front of the net. At the goal mouth, a shot. Good save. Rebound out front. Hanging on. No additional play down there. Somebody's kind of surrounded. I don't know who it is, but they'll break it up in a hurry. Whatever happened here, they got something going. And it's going to be Saul, whoever he's got there. Saul is going at it now with Harvey. Saul puts Harvey down in a hurry. No problem there. All right. Harvey and Saul. And the time of that call was 1941. They'll both pick up 5. However, that got started. Saul didn't waste much time taking care of business. He had Harvey on his back before Harvey knew how far it was down. 2-0. Komets still hold this lead, and this is Komet hockey.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Tough in front of that net right now. Komets got knocked all over the place that time. As stepping in was Faille trying to make a move. They're changing him up again. Faille will go back into the faceoff for Fort Wayne as time is running out. 12 seconds still left on the clock in period 1. They get the draw. Here's Daniels. Couldn't hold it. Up top, and Embach threw it out in the neutral zone, so they had nowhere to go with it. Back up they come to Faille into the zone. They just drop it deep with no time on the clock. The buzzer goes, and the period is over, and the Komets lead it 2-0, and this is Komet hockey.
If you're looking for a way to see the Komets for less, then you'll want to read all about it. Find coupons on Komet ads in print editions of the Journal-Gazette and News Sentinel for seats in the Fort Wayne newspaper's extra section for only $8. Save $5 per ticket with your extra section coupon. For more information, check the latest edition of the Journal-Gazette or News Sentinel, or visit Fort Wayne Newspapers downtown on Main Street. Pick up your coupon today for extra special savings on the Komets, courtesy of the Fort Wayne Newspapers extra section.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list. With the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. But hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, and only at your Chevy dealer. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All righty. We'll get a little of that Timmy Ho coffee here in a little while if I'm, in good fashion and play it right, because they've got that kiosk down below. And normally what they say is, if you need a cup, say something. We'll bring it up to you. I want cream and 2 sugars. Nice big one. Yeah. Timmy Ho, let's go. All right. First period of play as the Komets have 2 goals on the night. Frazee gets the first goal unassisted at 1:38. They may update that in just a little while. Then Szydlowski got his 15th, and Embach assisted along with Faille. That was at 3:49. Muir's got one at 11:56, but after a long discussion, they disallowed it. And then we had penalty time. Harvey picked up a charge at 17:20, and then Harvey and Saul at 19:41. Harvey's the guy that ran Saul into the wall for his charging penalty, so I guess they just wanted to even it off. And just to be sure that Harvey got the message, Saul didn't take long. He just positively destroyed him. So that's all the stats we have. We outshoot them 18-7 after a slow start, but we outscore them 2-0 with a quick start and then hung on late. So it's been something else, no doubt about it. So far, so good as we're off for the first intermission. Busy schedule coming up for the Komets, and we're going to kind of review that just a little bit. But I would like to remind you of one thing. The Komets' start of 24-1 is the best start after 25 games in the 63-year history of the Komets. How about that? On a record pace right now, let's see if we can keep it rolling. It's not going to be easy, but because for sure Evansville is going to be coming back in a hurry, and we'll see how it all works out here. All righty, before we get back and have some conversation, I'm going to make sure that everything works out okay. Okay, the boys are out having a little fun down there at the present time. We'll see where we can get this thing going. All righty. Okay, want to get a little report on this thing if we can. Ruthie, I need him. Yeah. Okay, Blake Sebring. They're having a good time with this stuff they're doing right now for the veterans. And a huge night last night. And I want to get Blake up, talk about it. Mike Franke's going to be here between the second and third period. And meanwhile, before we get up with Mr. Sebring, this is Komet Hockey.
Michael's Photography, the leader in business portraits. Every business needs a professional business portrait so that your clients can connect with you on a personal level. How many business photos have you seen that are just plain terrible? And how did that change your perception of the person or company? A business portrait taken by Michael's is a positive image. Don't fall in the "it's good enough" trap when it comes to your business portraits. Great business portraits taken by Michael's. Call for your appointment today. 482-2660.
Hey, it's me, your checking account. Listen, there was some suspicious activity like a week ago. Yeah, I meant to tell you earlier, but I forgot. Sorry.
We were curious. Wouldn't you rather have a checking account that puts you in the know faster and helps stop account fraud faster? Open a Fifth Third checking account with instant alerts at 53.com/alerts and get transaction notifications right to your phone. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. Member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open a checking account. Mobile data and text message charges may apply. Contact provider for details, subject to internet banking terms and conditions.
It's the Dodge Boys here from Lubbock Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and guys, we're excited. It's our big finish event. Hey, Ryan, what you got?
Matt, our big finish event means we have the best deals of the year, starting with an amazing deal on the 2015 Chrysler 200. 0 first payment, 0 money down, 0 security deposit, and 0 do-it lease signing, all for just $247 a month.
That dog will hunt. Hey, Casey, what about the Jeeps and the trucks?
Matt, it's Ram commercial truck season, so you can drive home a new 2014 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Express 4x4 for only $271 per month. And just in time for the holidays, we have no payments for 90 days on all new Rams and Jeeps.
I like it. And hey, big finish means big deals. Ryan, what else?
Matt, we also have an incredible lease on the 2015 Dodge Dart that gets 41 miles a gallon for just $199 a month.
Guys, what about the Dodge Boy Promise?
We're going to beat any competitor's deal, guaranteed.
Just bring us your best deal from any Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram dealer, and we're going to beat it.
Guaranteed.
So come get a Dodge Boy deal during the Big Finish event under the giant American flag or jump online at GlimmerDodge.com.
911, what's your emergency?
Sometimes just any response doesn't quite say it all. There's texting.
Sir, we just received an emergency text. Hello, my friend just ran off the road and we are in water. Hurry, please, please hurry.
Then there is calling.
911, what's your emergency?
My friend just ran off the road and we're in water. It's coming in the car. Hurry. Please hurry. There's water in the car.
The Federal Communications Commission and major wireless carriers have partnered to support Text to 911, and Indiana is at the forefront of this implementation. Text to 911 capability is now available in most areas within state borders. This is of great help to the deaf and speech impaired and in other select situations. For more information, visit in911.net.
It's good to hear your voice, ma'am. Help is on the way.
911. Before you text, voice is best.
In a world where summer thirst runs rampant, a new type of refreshment looks to rule. From the creators of Pepsi, it's Pepsi made with real sugar. Featuring explosions of taste and more flavor than one summer can handle. With chilling performances from Pepsi, wild cherry and vanilla flavors, a real big summer is on its way, and it's closer than you think. Pick up a Pepsi made with real sugar for a limited time. Pepsi, live for now.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, 'cause we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmission. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, it's Tim Horton time, and anybody down there on the concourse, go over to the kiosk and tell them Chase is really thirsty for a big cup of Timmy Ho with 1 cream and 2 sugars. You got it? All righty. Meanwhile, more important things, and I mean big time. Blake Sebring's back, and of course we're looking at the care packages for the service personnel, and Blake said Saturday night was a dandy.
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, usually the first night of Komets Care Package is like everybody walks in, oh, I forgot about that this year.
Yeah.
And we filled up probably a pallet and a half.
Whoa.
And then it just kept going today. We figured out it's like 28 totes, which is like 8 totes more than we'd ever done before.
Hey, way to go.
It was pretty remarkable.
You know, God bless Fort Wayne and Komet hockey fans. I mean, this is one of the most generous areas I've ever been around. They respond so well when you need things. I mean, and my ears are still ringing from the Whoa Penny pitch. It was totally amazing. Never had we ever come that close.
Well, and we thought, okay, well, it's before Christmas. I guess we'll just see how we do.
Yeah.
It's 2 games instead of 3. It's just, you just wonder. And then it's like, it's amazing. It is just amazing how well everyone did. It was just incredible.
And hey, they all come in happy, don't they?
Yeah, it was neat. I mean, you see a lot of old friends that you've seen forever, and, you know, it was just really cool. It was you know, a lot of the kids, you know, they were happy to see Santa and stuff. And you know, I mean, it was just, and it wasn't like everybody brought in bushels of themselves. They'd all brought in little bags. You know, I mean, it was just everybody's little bit helped a ton.
Well, that's how we got penny pitch started, with just a penny, you know.
Yeah.
And you never know if it's like top
It was pitch or pinch. That's what I want to know.
It was pitch, but there was a lot of pinch in it along the way as well. So you don't really set a goal. You hope for as much as you can possibly get, and you're kind of happy then.
And I talked to Montana from Hoosiers Helping Heroes. This will start going out the second week of January. And then there's we do another double up care packages at the end of January for Valentine for Valor.
Oh, yeah.
You know, program. I mean, it's just amazing, the stuff that, you know, it'll go out quick.
Well, I mean, the important thing is, and the happy story is, that you got so much in only 2 days rather than 3, and that you're going to be able to make so many people's lives much better, happier, and with that feeling of love again when they get all their goodies.
It's just such a humbling thing to be part of every year.
It really is, isn't it? I mean, you know, you have an instrument to work with, and you just hope the instrument responds. And sometimes even like with some of the penny pitch stuff, that they keep saying, thank you, thank you. And I say, hey, don't thank me, thank yourselves. Because thank goodness we had the instrument or the way to let you know so you could respond.
Well, and thank you to the Komets for letting us do it, too. I mean,
they're an amazing civic-minded group, and you see it happen all over the place.
Oh, there's at least, it seems like there's charitable stuff going on every game.
You're right.
Something, you know. And it's just part of the franchise. It's part of their core.
So, well, right now we're looking at period number 1. Got a couple of big goals when we had to have them. And that Harvey Saul thing, you could see it coming because Harvey took a pretty good run at Saul down in the corner.
Well, I thought this was easily the Komets' best period of the weekend so far.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've been disciplined. They've moved the puck. They came out of their own end. They're not making those stupid passes up the wall, forcing the play. They're using the middleman, and they're using that trailer coming out. Everything's working good for them.
They're just controlling the play. They're controlling the possession. You know, Dreiger didn't look very good at all. I mean, and not that it was his fault. I mean, the shots were bang, bang, and, you know, and there was nothing he could do. His defense just isn't very good.
So at this point in time, we'll have to see what Com's going to do the rest of the night. Usually the next guy in is the guy that gets airtight.
Well, and I got to wonder, I kind of think there's some bad blood between these two teams, and it'll be interesting to see if that rears up again.
I think it will, and like talking to Matt Krug the other night in Kalamazoo, asked him his feelings about going back to the old hometown, and he said, it didn't bother me at all until they dropped the puck, and he said, all of a sudden I'm getting butterflies, and I'm thinking, what's this? He said, it's tough to play against your old teammates, some of them who were big friends, but, you know, he said, they don't put any money in my pocket, so I got to work as hard as I can.
Yeah, Matt's got a short memory that way.
Yeah, he does. He certainly does.
As he showed last year when he was playing against the Komets.
Yeah. But that's what a competitor is. That's where you earn your money, but you got to be able to play whenever the puck's dropped.
And really, hasn't he been a pleasant surprise considering how slowly he started with the injury, and he didn't look very good in training camp and the exhibition games, but he's been rock solid, and I like him and Soul together.
You know, one thing I like,
getting to the front of the net.
No way. One thing I like about Matt, he's not a little dainty dancer.
No.
He's a little bit of a plotter, but when he comes out and gives you the outlet pass, he puts it right on your tape every time.
I think he and Cody are going to have to take Bartow under their wing. I mean, and I could see Ian really being that guy in the future, too.
Yeah, he can be a mean rat. He's a tough kid besides.
Yeah. But he's very articulate. I mean, you would never guess watching Ian play that he's got 2 degrees.
No.
You know, but he's extremely intelligent.
It's amazing.
And he's a really good hockey player.
Have to call him professor, eh?
But he's a good hockey player.
Well, you know, you have to give credit to guys like Bartow, and also you have to look at Lacoste, these guys who are being put to the side while other players are getting the chance. But when they get their opportunity, they respond and play their hearts out.
Well, and you and I have talked many times, I think the strength of this team is going to end up being the defense. The goalies, Pat Nagle's the MVP. I don't think there's any doubt about that right now. And the forwards have been scoring 4 or 5 goals a game every game. But by the end of the year, the defense is going to be what the strength of the team.
And like they say, you ain't seen nothing yet.
When you can sit out a Lacoste and a Bartow, and you haven't even got Michael Tam in the lineup because of the injury, you're going to sit out 3 guys who could play for anybody else. That's pretty darn good.
All righty, here we come, straightening that one up as Saul going to work with his buddy.
Yeah, I don't think Harvey never even got a swing off.
I don't think so. He had his hands full. He had a lot of man to hang on to.
Yeah, I think he got more than he intended, that's for sure.
Well, the happy news, I appreciate you coming back and reporting on. And again, thanks to all the folks, Comet fans and Woland, courtesy and graciousness. It's going to be a big one.
It's already been a great Christmas. What a blessing.
Amen. Thanks, Blake. Have a good Merry Christmas to you. We'll be back in just a moment. This is Comet Hockey.
For over 100 years, Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand has been serving up great food, friends, and fun. Join us at historic Coney Island and experience those delicious hot dogs and Cokes still served in the little bottles, just like when you were a kid. Serving patrons at its original location, downtown at 131 Main Street for 100 years. Find them on Facebook and at Fort Wayne's famous ConeyIsland.com. Open 7 days a week. Fort Wayne's famous Coney Island Wiener Stand, celebrating 100 years and the Komets.
Friday nights, it's the granddaddy of them all, The Score, with Fort Wayne's best. Tommy Schegler, Dean Pantazzi, and Ken Horman highlighting Northeast Indiana's high school gridiron and hoops action. Then, when others go dark, we're just getting started with more of The Score at 11:35 on sister station MyTV Fort Wayne. Add in Sound Off with the Komets, the Tin Caps, 18 Comet road games, and sports specials year-round, and you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
Indiana Wesleyan University empowers busy adults to earn top-ranked degrees and start the journey of a lifetime. Here's graduate Flair Diedrich.
I wanted to reinvent my career. I'm very good with numbers, and as a former Air Force mechanic, I know the value of the right training. That's why I'm getting my accounting degree at IWU.
IWU offers flexible degrees for busy adults at learning centers throughout Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and online. Where will your journey take you? Follow this story and many more at #IWU Journeys.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Here we go. Round one in the books. Round two coming at you. Ready at center ice for the face-off. The Komets hold a 2-0 lead over the Evansville Icemen at the end of period one. This time it'll be Pat Nagle down to my right. Komets attacking from right to left as you watch your dial at Radio Rinkside. And here we go. Brett Perlini in for the face-off. They tap it to the Fort Wayne defense. Came cross-rink as a hard backhander by Beaupre gave it off to his defense partner. They're at center ice jamming away on it. Can't get it loose as Muir down on alongside. He's got a stick between his legs right now, and they're still right in front of the penalty box. Now back it comes Fort Wayne zone. Whoops, gets away, moving it up the wall. Nice that time was Daniels. Whoa, and did they give that one away? Here they come again, and oh my goodness. You just don't want to give those away that often, but boy, oh boy, coughed up a big one in front of the net. That was Beaupre. Here they come again. Komets go in, tying up their guy. Can't move it, trying to wrap up top. Can't do it again. Nice outlet pass. Here we come again at center. Moving is Perlini, driving it back inside the Evansville zone. Komets chase it down. It came to the point, down the half wall, going in deep as Embach in on the forecheck, trying to get his guy. Drives him off the puck. At center, dumped out by Rutkowski to center ice. Komets take over and drive it back in the corner. Recovered by Rutkowski again. He's playing a little catch. Now dumps behind him as Matt Lowry trying to come out. In it goes Fort Wayne zone. Leach chased this one down and came right back up on the wall with it. Broken up in front of the net again. That time Faille with a bad pass. The forecheck's getting right in the passing lane, and they've given him a couple of pretty big passes, I'll tell you. Look out. Here they come back to center ice. Szydlowski off to Embach. Embach going in, feeds Sid down the wall. Embach gets it back, and he is cut down from behind on the play. Round behind the net, Evansville starting to work their way back up ice. Here they come at center to the Fort Wayne line. Tip back into the corner. Hard after this one, Daniels. Daniels hit up the way it comes, and the Komets are into the zone again. Here's Faille out front. He looks, couldn't get his shot away, sends it behind the net. Komets get it back. Faille had just emptied that particular area, and they dump it right back to him. Komets again on the attack. Martin, in he goes to the front of the net, locked down there, picked back up, and Lapine coming out from the defense, moving into the line. A drive and a save. Rebound came off the left wall. Komets get it again. Here's Daniels. Daniels came up the wall this time. They try for it again. Daniels got it back. He's run off the play. Nice move down deep that time as it's Frazee fighting for the loose puck. He comes loose with it all the way cross rink and nobody there. And the D-man that time with no stick, they gave him a pass and he had nothing to take it with. So here we come back in the Fort Wayne corner. Martin one more time out at center ice. They look and they hold it too long again. Can't make the play. Up it comes as Pistilli. Lost it. Now Komets get it back one more time into the zone. Down deep around the corner, digging hard is Willett. Willett now sends it loose, far wall. Going in hard is Krug. Krug bangs away at his guy. Puck comes out to center. Evansville, left wing, Fort Wayne line. Long shot kicked up in the corner that time by Nagle. Komets send it back. Up ice it comes to Joey Leach. Leach comes to center. Over the line, tipped in deep that time by Frazee. And the Komets get a line change again as Severn gets muscled off the play deep. Here comes Evansville at center. Left wing pass going to the line. Turn back in the corner. After it is going to be Martin. Martin trying to jam it up the boards. Can't get it done. They fight for it down deep in the corner. It trickles right on down the line, around behind the net, and the Komet D's got it again. Back up the wall. That's blocked. They try to keep it in. Can't do it. As Evansville with the puck. It's Kennedy on the deep side right in the corner. Moving up the half wall, and bang, they didn't move it again and have it taken away. Now Severn gets a dump to center. Race on as Muirs can't get there in time. Martell, the D-man, gets to him ahead of time. Now it's back in the Komet corner. Center round behind the net. Back up the wall. And out the boards it comes all the way to the Evansville blue line. And here they come back into the Fort Wayne zone again with it. Skating away is Daniels. Daniels coming up the wall. Evansville getting as physical as they know how. Down it comes on the corner. Muir's going deep. Spins away from the check. Komets move to it as Perlini digs it out on the wall. They work for it again. Puck squirts loose. Evansville's got it. And here they come. Back up ice on the play. Komets intercept at center ice. And they give it away right away all over again. As this time knocked down on the play was Szydlowski, and no further action at the moment. 15-17 left in period 2. 2-0 Komets hold the lead. This is Komet Hockey.
Hi, Komet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Komet jersey. Check out the Komet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks, made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Komets are just missing their passes by a half an inch all over the place. Here's Daniels. Back up on the near wall to Szydlowski. Sid's got it in front of the net, then lost it. Look out. They scramble for it. Komets get it back, and out to center, breaking away nicely. Turned into Embach, and Embach has to go into the corner, but Szydlowski is there. In goes Sid, bangs his guy. Puck squirts out, and it's Evansville coming to center. Good work, Faille. Squeezed this guy right off the puck. Daniels got it and finally clears it off to Leach and back up the middle. Here we come again as Muirs reached, couldn't get it. He's got it out front, can't play it. Now it's cleared back at center ice. Here comes whoa. We have a call on a whistle, apparently an offside or something. It's deep inside the Evansville zone. 14:22 still on the clock. It's period 2. 2-0 Komets hold the lead, and this is Komet hockey.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OmniBuy, 855-666-4289.
I love my coffee, and sure, I can get it anywhere, but I don't want that coffee. I want great tasting coffee. So I go to the guys who care about coffee as much as I do. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Coffee experts who source and roast their own beans and serve it the way I like it. And now, they have a great new dark roast blend. It has a rich, full flavor with a smooth finish. Just one more thing to love. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants. ESPN Radio, 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Komets with a puck. They have a power play right now. Here it comes down the wall. Pistelli gets it up top. Kennedy goes left side. Here they come back up top. Daniels couldn't shoot it. Here's Pistelli. Got it in front of the net, but it's knocked down again. Up it comes. Point right side as Muirs slides it back off on the play. Moving it is Frazee. Frazee up top. Daniels can't shoot. At the net, the shot wide. Coming back out. They got two men coming down. Daniels in a hurry gets back, covers his time. Komets get it back, bump it back out, and here's Faille on his way to center ice. He's got help. A trailer coming with him on the play. Faille drops it off deep in front of the net end. Trying to get the shot away that time. Frazee, but he got knocked off the puck. They cleared back Fort Wayne corner one more time, and spinning away nicely that time was Martin behind his own net, waiting around for a line change, which they have, and here comes Martin with time. Martin keeps it coming into the zone. Tip deep. They get it back up top. Ooh, and a sneaky shot just missed. Out it comes on the half wall left to Szydlowski. Sid coming up top. Back he comes, gets it again. At the net, they jam for it. Can't play it. Cleared wide all the way back Fort Wayne zone. Headman right to center ice, and here's Embach on the attack. In he goes. All the way up top. He's got it out front. Feeds back to Szydlowski. Sid turns it back up, and Martin didn't get a shot away. Here's Sid again. Back to Martin. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Had a chance. Here he comes again. Another chance to shoot. He does. Score! In front of the net, I believe somebody might have got a piece of it. We'll wait and see. There was a deflection on the play, and it came at 7:32. And the Komets with their third goal of the night, and it is a power play goal. And we'll have to check the assists. This is Komet hockey.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
ESPN Radio, 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Look out. Front of the net. They got it scrambling. They couldn't get to it, though. Big pileup at the goal mouth. As Muirs again having conversation with somebody down there. Whoever it had. I believe it's Kerbashian. They get bumping away on one another, and they break it up right off the bat. 11:56 still left in the period. The power play goal came from Martin, his fifth of the year. The assist went to Szydlowski and Embach. 11:56 left in period two. The Komets' power play is working. They got two power play goals last night, now one again today. Changing the lines up right now as Frazee coming back out to center for Fort Wayne. He will have Pistelli and Muirs, I believe, on the wings. Here they come out. It comes up top. Couldn't get a shot away. Now they send it back in the corner behind the net, picked off by Martin. He came loose with it. Lead pass, and over skating at that time was Frazee. Martin coming back up with it. In it comes to Ouellette, and he put it back at center ice. Here they come, Fort Wayne zone. Now going deep on the play. It's Beaupre, but spinning away with the puck is Harvey. Moving it out to the point, left side. Look out. They jam for it. Here's another one. They jam for it again. Still kept in the zone. And up they come, and it stays at the blue line left side. They walk in. Ouellette standing around, couldn't get to the puck. He stood and reached and missed it. Here they come at center, into the zone wide, and Ouellette came off for replacement. Komets get their line changed, and here comes Evansville again. Oh, they walk right around Martin. They get a shot, and it's wide. Komets come back up ice. Here it comes in its center, taken away by Evansville, and driving it back, Rutkowski in behind the Fort Wayne net. Whoa, they forgot something right in front of the goal again, and this time Nagle hangs on. He left it there thinking his D-man was going to play it, and everybody skated away, and back comes Indy. Kennedy scooped it up and scored on it. Oh, baby, close call. 3-0 Komets, period 2. This is Komet hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Colligan & Company in Fort Wayne.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Komets now clear that puck right back inside the Evansville corner. Embach with a forecheck chased his guy out. Komets hold it in at the point. As stepping in was Daniels. Now one-on-one the other way. It's going to be Murray to the Fort Wayne line. But Leach on the corner ties them up. Komets get it back, and we have a holding call. On the hold, who's going to get the assessment on this one? It came at 9:52. Leach will have the hold. So power play coming up now for Evansville. See how their power play is going to work. Face-off will be in the Fort Wayne zone. Off to the right of Pat Nagle, Komets goaltender record. Hey, we'll set it up and be ready to roll with it. Here we come. Into the face-off will be Matt Lowry. Matt going against Frazee. Out it comes to the point left side. Look out. Drive went wide to the corner. Picked back up. Evansville with it again. Here's another one went wide. They pick it up again. Komets coming up with this one, and it's cleared to neutral ice as Frazee gets it cleared. Up they come now. The forecheck is Pistelli. He rides in hard trying to chase his guy down. Forecheck goes behind the net. Power play with 1:30 still to run for Evansville. Here they come at the zone, feeding it off the right wall. Got by Saul, but they have an offside on the play at the Komet blue line. 9:39 left. It is period number 2. 3-0 Komets. They change up the penalty kill for Fort Wayne. Brandon Wong in the face-off. He and Faille with it. Out they come at center. Here is Daniels, and he just slips a nice little soft one deep inside the Evansville zone, and here they come back up ice. It is Rutkowski carrying to the Fort Wayne line, feeds it wide as McKenzie tried to jam it around the D. They get it back at the point. Now down deep in the zone, Rutkowski coming up on the half wall. Up it comes, drive wide of the net, look out, hanging on. Komets get it again. Here's Szydlowski. Oh, and he almost got a chance to hit Faille. Down in the corner, here comes Faille around behind the net. After his guy drives him back in the corner, he almost steals it again, but here's in Evansville. Out they come wide left, Fort Wayne zone, going in Kennedy. Kennedy can't get the shot away. Komets get it back as Krug took his man off the play. Komets wide open. Here they come with it. All the way to center. Nice pass on the far wing, but it's intercepted. Back up comes Evansville. McKenzie, Fort Wayne zone, taken away by the Komets, and they fan on a clearing pass. Here's Saul, can't play it. They get a man up top. Good save, Nagle. Picked back up on the far wall by Bell. Down in the corner, trying to center it. Nobody there. Now they're looking. Look out. They walk right out front, and another save. A good one that time. As up ice they come. Everybody's got everybody else tied up at the goal mouth. It won't let them come down in front of the net at all. Up top, here we come again. Nice play, and the Komets clear at the length of the rink. That takes care of the power play. Back to make the touch, Rutkowski, and the Komets get their line changed with 8 minutes left. Period 2, 3-0 Caves. On the forecheck, this one goes deep on the zone. Nice move that time as Beaupre for the Komets moved his guy off the play. Came back out the wall. Nice lead pass. In goes Szydlowski. He's got help. Oh, and over the top of the net. Muirs pulled the trigger on that one. It went high off the mesh. And so that's it with 7:46 left. We're looking at period 2. Komets holding a 3-0 lead over the Evansville Icemen. And this is Komet Hockey.
Need a good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Komet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, nationally known, locally owned. America's #1 sleep shop.
Sign up for a new Partners First Credit Union Platinum Visa card, because every time you use it, you'll be registered to win $2,500 during their wish list cash giveaway. Low interest rates, 0.9% APR on balance transfers, no limit on entries, and you can skip a payment in December when you really need it. Offer good now through December 31st. Partners First Credit Union. We make it happen.
Partners First Credit Union.
ESPN Radio, 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
All right, we're ready to get back to the action. Boy, my prayers are answered. I got Timmy Ho alongside me now. Nice hot cup of coffee. Ready to roll. Go Komets. All right, face-off is inside the Evansville zone off to the right of Brandon Kahn. Second goaltender of the night in for them. Into the face-off, Petrick, as he sends it off behind the net, recovered there by Martell. Evansville trying to come out of the zone, over center and dumping it into the Komet corner. Look out behind the net. It is right back up ice to Szydlowski. Sid lost it, and it goes all the way across rink into the far corner. Hanging on, Leach can't play. And now, nice move by Faille, breaks it up, and he's got it back. Came up the wall to Embach. The lead pass just swung at that time by Szydlowski, and he couldn't get the play. It was up in the air pretty far. Here they come back the other way. At center, they get on by, moving into the Fort Wayne zone, and icing the call. Touched up by Joey Leach, and the faceoff goes all the way back inside the Evansville zone. 7:11 still left. It is period number 2, and the Komets have a 3-0 lead over the Evansville Icemen. Face-off now to the right of the Evansville's goaler, Calm, one more time. And this time it's going to be Frazee as he goes into the face-off. Round behind the net. Willette couldn't handle a bouncer. Up they come. Willette keeps his guy busy for a while, and they come to the Fort Wayne zone. Now they get away on the D. In they come. Drive. Nice save on the play. As back up one more time in the corner. They try to cycle it deep. They got a man up front. Can't get it to him, and look out. Komets react a little bit late on that one, as Willette stood and watched the puck come to him, and their forecheck came right in and knocked him off the play. Evansville now really dominating the zone, at least momentarily. Back up they come again. All the way at the point, and it's blocked. Komets get it back, and on the move. The attack to center ice. As Pistelli drives it deep in the corner, Komets get their line change. Evansville recovering in their own zone, came back to center ice into the Fort Wayne defense. Saul feeds cross rink, gets it on back. All the way back at center, chipped all the way back in the Evansville corner, going hard as Perlini to the wall. Comes up with the puck. Komets have it. Here's Szydlowski. Sid watching out at the point. It's deflected, and here comes Evansville. But back comes this time Severin. Komets go in, chase their guy off the play. As it's Saul banging away on the wall, got his man turned loose. Severin coming along, they lean on him, and they still fight for it back outside the line. And here we come with what? Saul was beleaguered. He had 2 guys on him, and I think he's going to take the penalty. And what's it called for? All right, so the time of the penalty is 15:11. Saul will pick up the call. We'll find out what it's going to be.
To number 44, Cody Saul, 2 minutes roughing.
They call a rough on him. He was trying to make enough room so he could play the puck. All right, power play coming up for Evansville. Look out, behind the net, here we come. Kennedy came wide, and it's picked up all the way to center. Szydlowski drives it all the way deep inside the Evansville zone. 5 with a little forecheck. Here they come, Evansville, with Rutkowski at the throttle, coming to center. Into the zone, wide left. Trying to steal it was Faille. Couldn't get it. Around behind the net they come. Poking away, Leach can't get it. Up again they come. Dropping it on the half wall right. Back up the wall. Sakaris way up at the point high. Komets come back with this one. 3 men down. Into the zone we come as they drive it deep. Faille comes off the ice. Komets change the penalty kill. Minute 20 still left, and Evansville trying to get something to happen. They come right side down on the zone. Got a man out front. Right out they come. As the Comet D whirls in the corner, can't finish the play. Back they come now, right side deep. Can't find a man. Can't find a man. Up on the half wall. Back in the corner right. Give and go with Wong. Wong can't get it. Here they come again now, deep on the left side. Recovered by Myers-Bell. Bell can't play. Chipped up the play, and Bell's got it back. And all the way straight up top they come to the wall, half right. Can't move it. Komets clear it, as this time a little slow to react, but now they whip it the length of the rink on a good move that time by Beaupre. Evansville back to play it with 35 seconds left. It's Danny Johnston working his way back. Lead pass into the Fort Wayne zone. Intercepted and driven right back. In goes Severin hard on the corner. The goaltender trying to make a move on it as he fired it opposite where Severin was going. Evansville back in again, and they fall down on the play. The D-man got all tied up on that one. And the Komets do get it back, and they try to jam it up the middle, which they do, right to the net the other end. 5 seconds left in the power play as Embach goes wide. They try to make the move. Embach coming back. They dump the puck to McKenzie, left side, all the way out front, cleared nicely from in front of the net as the K's clear that one out. Here they come one more time. Embach has to go in. He's got the puck. Oh, he left it. He took a look and at that point in time lost control of it. Fed back around the wall, turned back up ice, and here is Daniels out at center, banged hard on the play along the wall. Petrie, and Evansville in their own zone makes the recovery as Sakaris coming up the right wall into the Fort Wayne zone in front of the net. Nice rebound. Komets get it again. Here's Muirs. Muirs just goes wide on the play. They try to jam it back up ice. Komets have it again. Muirs takes a little look. Cross rink coming wide, and on the run goes Perlini. In he goes wide left side all the way down deep behind the net to Petrie. Petrie is nailed, but the Komets still hold the puck. Back in the corner. After it behind the net again, it is going to be Perlini. Perlini tried to set it up top, and he's got it, then lost it. Recovered by Kerbashian of Evansville, and the Komets forecheck that one. Muirs goes in, bangs his guy hard. Up ice they come, all the way to the Fort Wayne line, knocked down right at the goal line, and it's broken up momentarily by the Komets, but kept into the zone by Murray. Evansville now out at the point, right side, turning it off behind the net. Komets cleared wide, looking for somebody up top, can't do the job as Faille took his man nicely off the play. And it comes as Saul banging away on his guy, runs him off the puck. Down they come on the corner. And no further play. No further play. Nobody seems to want to have too much to do with Saul. But Murray comes skating in to help out if necessary. And there'll be penalty time called as, let's see, it's going to be Sakaris. And Saul will both take time, I believe. Saul has some time coming. And the time of the penalty, 17:47. They'll both pick up roughs, I would imagine, on this. So we have a 3-0 lead with 2:13 left in period number
Here's the penalty
2.
for Evansville's number 92, Peter Sakaris. 2 minutes slashing.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, Komets taking a look here, and nice save on the play. Nagle is coming down the wing on the right side, trying to snap off a shot was McKenzie. They negated that one. 1:35 is still on the clock. We're playing 4-a-side right now because of the penalties to Sakaris and Saul. Sakaris / Saul picked up a rough, and the faceoff will stay in the Fort Wayne zone. In the faceoff, circle to the left to Pat Nagle, the Komet goaler. Here we come. Komets with this one. Look out. Leach behind the net, trying to jam it wide. He's still got it. He's in the phone booth. Back up they come. The breakaway is good. Out to center. Here they come deep into the zone, front of the net. It's there, and unable to handle the pass. A bounder that time was Daniels. Now Daniels got it back. He's there. Feeds it back up ice to Faille. Faille came up top to Leach. Leach now looking. They're playing 4-on-4 all the way cross rink. Daniels is there. Came to the side of the net. Faille's got it again. Cycled behind the net to Muirs. Muirs is all wrapped up on the play, but he's still got the puck. Here he comes again. Feeds it cross rink left side. And they're looking for an open man. Don't have him yet, as Muirs is knocked flat that time by Johnston. Back up they come one more time. Came all the way left wall to Faille. As Faille hit hard, down he goes from Lepine. And he is in a tough spot down there. And here comes Muir as they try to break that one up. And actually, it was Lepine who hit Faille from behind. He should have a minor penalty on the play for boarding. They're going to unwind him here. And let's see, Kerbashian was in the middle of that one. And they'll break that one up. The penalty call to Lepine will be a go. He picks up a boarding. And the time of that call was 1918, I believe, yeah. 1918. See if we have any additional penalties called on the play. So it'll be 4-on-3 if it goes the way it stands right now. And the Komets will have a little power play time coming. All righty. This is Komet Hockey.
That's the delicious sound of bacon and Applebee's revolutionary new triple bacon all-in burger. They smash and sear bacon into 100% ground beef, then put more bacon on top and smother a buttery brioche bun with smoky bacon ranch sauce. The only thing that doesn't have bacon, the fries. But the free refills more than make up for it, and they're only at Applebee's. Free refills of fries available with all-in burgers for a limited time only. Participation may vary.
Join us for late-night half-price select appetizers, Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday after 10 p.m. See restaurant for details.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
All right, Faille resumed the play here. The only penalty called Lepine, I guess, for the boarding.
The Komets are taking a 30-second timeout.
And the K's take their timeout right now to see what's going on. I think they just want to reassure each other that don't get caught into a bunch of stupid penalties, because right now Evansville showing a lot of frustration, and they're doing whatever they can to try to get the Komets off their game. And
Here are the penalties
wants to settle
for Evansville's number 11, Cale Kerbashian, 2 minutes roughing. For Evansville's number 28, Guillaume Lepine, 2 minutes boarding. For the Komets, number 23, Garrett Mears, 2 minutes roughing. Time of the penalties, 19 minutes, 18 seconds. Evansville's 11, Kerbashian,
so
2 minutes roughing.
Advantage.
Evansville's 28, Lepine, 2 minutes boarding. Komets 23, Mears, 2 minutes roughing.
All right, we get the advantage here. So they wipe each other out. 4-on-3 is going to be the call. 42 seconds left And I'm sure that's why Gary called the timeout saying, hey, now just stay calm. Do your thing. Ready. Into the faceoff will be Petrick. Petrick looks, gets his guy to Szydlowski. Sid off the wall, picked up by Martin. Back comes to the point. They get a give-and-go play here. Now came left side. They're just playing a little catch. Shot, save on the play, and it's clear length of the rink. 25 seconds still left in period 2. Komets have the power play. Here comes Martin back up ice. On the move. Oh, he had Embach going wide left into the zone. He comes, still has it. He looks all the way up top. Look out, a man apiece coming out. Extra man in. Here it is, front of the net. And up top, shoot the puck. Here we go. Shoot. Here we go again. Wide, far corner. After it, Embach. Embach on the wall. Buzzer sounds. Period's over. At the end of 2, 3-0 in favor of the Fort Wayne Komets over the Evansville Icemen. This is Komet Hockey.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest's work line features Max high-performance gloves, PBR, Wolverine, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves. Midwest Quality Gloves prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made gloves. That's why the work line also features many styles made right here in the USA. When you need work gloves, think Midwest Quality Gloves, Chillicothe, Missouri.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital and Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, we have at the end of 2 periods of play, 3-0 Fort Wayne over the Evansville Icemen here on a Sunday at the Memorial Coliseum. Just looking around to kind of pick up what the statistics were. Shots on goal, first period 18-7. They favored the Fort Wayne Komets over Evansville. Now, we, according to what I'm seeing on the board, had 1 shot in the second period, and they had 10. And that's hard to believe, isn't it? But that's what happened. We'll get the new stat sheet, which will verify that for me. That's almost hard to believe. Anyway, that's the way we stand at the end of 2. Frazee at 1:38 picked up the first goal. In the first period, Szydlowski at 3:49 picked up the second goal. And then it was 2-0 at the end of 1. Komets come back. Martin at 7:32 of the second, a power play. And that's where we stand on the goal scoring. We outshoot them 18-7 in the first period. And I'm going to have to get a stat on this. They outshoot us 10-1 in the second. But we'll have to wait and get the official score sheet on that one. That doesn't seem right, but you never know. You never know. You have to take what you get and hope for the best, don't you? All right, so there we stand at the end of 2 complete periods of play. As the power play goal, the third one, that was Martin from Szydlowski and Embach. So things are looking up right now for the Komets as they try to keep things on the run. Have a little check of the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard here before we go back to anything different. Quad City at home to Brampton leads 2-0, 3:47 left in the second. Allen over Tulsa at Tulsa, 1-0, 12.5 to go in the second. Colorado at Ontario, 15 to go in the first, scoreless. Rapid City at Wichita, first period was just underway, they're scoreless. Gwinnett at home, whaling Orlando 5-1, that is a final. Idaho at Stockton, nothing on that one at the present moment. Hey, don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. All right, we'll have here comes the stat sheet. I can have a better look at it. What did we have? ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. I can't figure this one out. Oh, boy. They had 19 in the first period. Is that what I give them? I mean, I can't even read this one right now. 18. Huh. Anyway, we'll get it figured out before it's all over. Looking and checking the scoring. Yeah, Martin got the power play goal. Embach's got a couple of assists. Frazee and Szydlowski, they're all piling up the points in pretty good shape as far as we can tell here. And we are anticipating Michael Franke up to do a little business with us in a moment or two. So while we're waiting for Michael to appear, we'll have a little break here and be back with the action. It is 3-0 Komets after 2. This is Komet Hockey.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Jeep Cherokee with legendary Jeep performance and incredible fuel economy starting at $22,900 minus incentives. Also now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Chrysler 200 with its striking design and powerful standard engine. This is a new crowd favorite with great value. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Hellcat. With 701 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at ODanielAuto.com.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selection. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Here's some good policy from your local independent agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When you insure your home and car with us, you receive a multi-policy discount. And when you add Auto Owners Life Insurance, you get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners Insurance will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
This is Kaylee Schrott, catching a quick workout at Speece Fitness. When I'm not on the ice, this is where you'll find me and the rest of your Fort Wayne Komets. As members, players enjoy a wide variety of fitness equipment as well as full access to the many programs and services offered at Speece. Free group fitness and aquatic classes, large locker rooms with towel service, nutrition services, social activities, personal training and sports performance, an indoor track, aquatic center, and much more. And there's so much equipment at Speece Fitness, you seldom have to wait for your workout. Conveniently located off I-69 and Lima Road. Join the Komets and join the Speece family today.
Looking for a full-service and elegant reception hall for any occasion? Then check out Classic Cafe's Catering and Event Center on Hillegas Road. Their totally remodeled, redecorated facility, beautiful and easily will accommodate up to 450 guests. They have 5 acres of land, perfectly suited for company picnics, car shows, or other outdoor events. Classic Cafe has been providing professional catering services in the Fort Wayne area for over 20 years, and they've earned a reputation for flexible service, great home-cooked foods, and all at very reasonable rates. They'll do it all, breakfast, lunches, and dinners, whether it be at their new catering facility or at your home, school, church, or business. So take it from me, Bob Chase, someone who's been enjoying the home-cooked food for years. If you're looking for a catered reception hall for your next event, give Classic Cafe a call at 458-2982 or check out the website at ClassicCafeInc.com. The Komet's choice for professional catering service.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum. Time for the Tim Hortons Coffee Break Intermission Report. Presented by Tim Hortons, the official coffee and donuts of the Komets.
All right, we've got a busy schedule coming up. After today's game, we're off until Thursday, and we'll be in Evansville Thursday night. And then Evansville will be right back in Fort Wayne on Friday. On Sunday, Quad City will be in town. New Year's Eve, it's the Indy Fuel, and then 2nd of January, it's Wheeling here, and then on the 3rd, we're going to be in Toledo, and that's a big one up there. That's the outdoor game at the Fifth Third Baseball Stadium. So it's really a grind and a half. Then we get 6 days off, and then we'll be at Greenville, and Gwinnett. So 3 on the road, and boy, the second half will be up and running, and we're going to be all over the place trying to get this thing going. So a busy holiday schedule, and plan your holiday games around that. And the Komets are playing well, and in fact, as you heard a little earlier, this start that they have right now, which is unbelievable, it is 24-1. It's the best start after 25 games in the 63-year history of the Komets. And we've had some pretty good hockey clubs over the years that have not been able to match that particular number. So the K's working hard, and this is a big one for them here again today, as right now with they have a game in hand on Toledo, and they're tied in points. So it would be nice if they can get a victory here, at which time they would have a 2-point lead at the break over the rest of the ECHL before going back to the action again Thursday night back in Evansville. So that's kind of what we're doing, to thumbnail this thing and get it all set and in the proper order. Komets have had balanced scoring throughout this thing, and it's amazing how well it has gone for them. And just a little idea here, if we can, let you know what's going on. Looking at the score sheet, I had to get to the right piece of paper before I'm able to give you the scoops on this thing. And I still don't have the right piece of paper, but I'll get it. All right, looking at it, seeing what we can do for leaders on the board. Sean Szydlowski, with 27 points, is the top Komet scorer on the list, and he's got a few more to go with that now. Minor penalties, we don't have anybody in the elite class there. Power play goals, we don't have anybody there. Looking around, team shots on goal for the shootouts, it's Szydlowski, the leader there, 3 out of 4. And down, anybody else showing anywhere else down the line? Boy, we don't have a lot of people in the standings. Plus minus, Drew Daniels, 25. Chad Costello from Allen, 23. Gregor Hansen, 22. Bunch of players tied at 19, including Leach. And it's just something to watch here going down the line. The leading goaltenders were down the line a bit. Pat Nagle listed in the 8th spot there, as Nagle 13-3, 2.36 goals against average. In wins, Nagle with 13 is just one behind the leader there. And looking elsewhere for statistics as we can find them. And let's see, shootout wins. Pat Nagle has 3. He's in 2nd spot. Kevin Carr of Tulsa with 4. And looking elsewhere, we're in pretty leading rookies. How are the rookies going? Our first rookie on the list is going to be where? Hello, Fort Wayne. Eric Faille, 25 games, 25 points. Tyler Barnes from Toledo with 33 is the leader there. So he's setting a pretty torrid pace up and down the line for that one. Game-winning goals, Faille has 3. That ranks him number 5 in the rookie category. In shootout goals, Faille has 2 out of 3. He's the leader in that department. He's tied by John Winquist from Bakersfield. And Faille keeps staying in the ranks with goals. He's 25, and he's done that in 26 games. So he's being consistent as all get out there. And Faille, again, in the plus-minus ranking, 16 17 is the top. So Komets don't have a lot of people, you might say, leading the march, but they're doing pretty darn well. Top 20 scorers, Martin, for the D-men, 21 points, leads the league. Scott McCauley of Tulsa, one back at 20. And so he's having himself a pretty good time there. Looking at the penalties, we're not involved there, so we are trying to keep our nose clean. And assist, Jimmy Martin is tied with Scott McCauley of Tulsa, 17. So he's made his mark one more time down the line. And Drew Daniels, with his 25 plus 25, is the leader in that category as well. So the Komets hanging in, doing their job, and not dominating, but they're up high everywhere. They're in on everything that's going on. And they're leading this one 3-0 at the end of 2 periods of play. And I'm sure the question on everybody's mind right now is, are they going to be able to hold it, or will they have a bit of a third period waffle and end up fighting for their lives, which happened the other day? We'll be back to tell you about that in just a moment as well. Right now, this is Komet Hockey.
Presenting the official list of things your husband will never buy. 100 powdered wigs, 5 electrolysis appointments, a 3-tiered cake stand made of bone china. But if your husband's identity is stolen, he could buy anything. Help protect you and your family from identity theft with Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium. To learn more, stop by your nearest Fifth Third Banking Center or visit 53.com/ID Alert. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank. The benefits in Fifth Third Identity Alert and Fifth Third Identity Alert Premium are provided by Fifth Third's vendor, Affinion Benefits.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the deals you've been looking for on all the new 2015 models. Starting at $16,900, the all-new 2015 Dodge Dart is already a bestseller with great fuel economy and sporty looks. Now get incredible savings and low monthly payments on this new model. The Ram 1500 pickup, 2-time Truck of the Year with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. Also, check out our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. And Chrysler has perfected the family vehicle with the Chrysler Town & Country. 7-passenger seating, dual TVs, satellite radio, and all with a great price and exceptional value. Come see the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital and Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, we're back ready to go for third period action, and Michael Franke got called away because of a presentation, wasn't able to make the full term with us, but I want to say thank you for the wonderful party you threw all the people, your employees and stuff. What a great meal and a good time. You guys are, you're Santa Claus every day.
Well, Bob, that was a lot of fun. It's something we got to do every year. You know, there's a lot of people, as you know, doing this for the last 62 years that are integral to making this all happen every night. And whether it be your off-ice officials, your volunteers, your interns, your program and souvenir sellers, and the Coliseum put out a really nice spread for us tonight. Just food, wonderful. Yeah, great food, and worked out well. We had the big Lutheran Health Network presentation here in the second intermission, which I had to run down for, and we were able to get $2,500 to Kate's cart and $2,500 to Aaron's house here in Fort Wayne, and thanks to Lutheran Health Network. So I just wanted to get on and wish you and Murph a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday, and to all Komet fans out there in WoWo land or 1380 land today.
Whatever, yeah.
That we hope everybody has a wonderful, safe, and healthy holiday and a wonderful new year. And it's a special time of year. And last night, Bob, winning 62 years for you, 63 for the Komets. The Komets now are off to their best start in the history of the franchise.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Bob.
We're ready to go. Period 3. Michael Franke stopping by to say hi. Komets with a 3-0 lead. They have the puck to open this period. And around behind the net come the Komet defenders. They have power play for 1:05. Coming back to center and whipping it all the way back inside the zone is the Komet D-man, James Martin. Indy now trying to come back out with it. They move it into the Fort Wayne zone. Nice hit as Martin just decks his guy Lowry at the blue line. Turned away. Martin's got it back again. Here we, whoops, forgot something. He started around, forgot the biscuit. Got room out there, got a wide open left winger, but they go up the middle. Here's Faille, and he turns it into the zone, and one pass makes another one bad, and all of a sudden you got problems. Here we go. Around behind the net, they're going to chase Martin, but he gets away. He keeps coming. Bad pass, but Szydlowski picks it off and sends it back in the corner. Around behind the net, dug off the wall by Donnie Harris. They come to center, send it back in the Fort Wayne zone. Of course, they're killing off a power play. We have not gotten a shot since this started. Now we're moving it up on the wing. Coming all the way to center, into the zone. Komets run into each other that time, but Faille back in the corner, trying to move it, and they dump it the length of the rink, and that's the end of the power play. So no harm done, no shots on goal at all. Here come the Komets again. Over center, into the zone, way up in the air as they send it deep. Around it comes as Pastilli trying to make a move on the play. Puck played with the stick well above the shoulder, and that drew a whistle, and the face-off stays inside the Evansville zone. 3-0 Komets. This is Komet hockey.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list. With the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. But hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, and only at your Chevy dealer. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers. Chevrolet. Find new roads.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Komets working hard down in the corner. Johnston all over the forecheck, and down they come. And somebody's getting whaled pretty good from on top, as it's Lepine throwing some punches at somebody in a hurry down there, and the Komets come walking in to take care of it. So Lepine has taken off the play. The Komets come back to help out their buddy down in the corner. And let's see what we have here. Penalty time will be called to Lepine. And the time of the penalty was 1:56. And also it's going to be Muir with penalty time. Kind of a chicken call. And here we come. Everybody rallying around here will get a call on the penalties. And while they have a mass bit of confusion, let's pay another one. This is Komet hockey.
ESPN Radio, WKJG Fort Wayne, WFGA Hicksville, Ohio.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
All right, we have a face-off again inside the Evansville zone. They call Lepine and Muir two apiece for unsportsmanlike, and Muir's flat on his back and Lepine's punching him. Yeah, okay. But sides are even at 4 apiece. All right, now it's going to be Frazee as he is into the faceoff, tying up his guy up at the point, from the point and looking down the half wall. Out they come, skating in front, drive, front of the net, they scramble. Oh, and I mean to tell you, that was a takedown as Kennedy just about tore the head off the Komet winger down in the corner. No call. I guarantee you within 5 minutes we're going to have ourselves a war. It's going to erupt in a hurry because it's getting ugly. 17:43 left in the match. 3-0 Komets hold the lead. All right, they changed them up. In comes Faille. He will face this one off against Lowry. Faille gets the draw. Here it is up top. Front of the net, hanging on. No additional play as Faille is knocked down on the play that time by Rutkowski. All right, Faille goes back into the faceoff one more time. He'll stand in against Lowry again. And Faille got his man, couldn't finish him. Lowry wheels up ice to Sakaris. In goes Sakaris, wide right side, down the wall to Leach. Leach had it, couldn't hold it. Now back up they come again. Leach trying to jam it. And he still got it off behind the net. Look out. Came all the way to center ice on a nice bank shot. No icing on this one. And back to play it goes the D-man Rutkowski. Komets changed the penalty kill. They're still 4-on-4 for 1:05 as Evansville trying to come back out of their zone. Going hard, 5. They get the lead past Fort Wayne zone. Chip away at it around front of the net. Can't finish the play. Here's Faille. Sends into his D. Back up on the left wing. Got to make a play as down the wall they come again. Can't stand still. Here we go again. Here's Faille into the zone. Willett now turns away. Lost the puck again. Komets try to get it. And back they come all the way to the corner. Can't get the shot away. Good back check. This one all the way wide. Coming back all the way inside the Evansville zone. Chased down there by Harris. Back up they come, trying to move it at center. On the lead, driving hard, Kerbashian into the corner. They're out in front of the net. Couldn't get the play as the Komet D reacts to that one. Take a look. Here they come. All the way to center. Willett going into the zone. Looks for help. He's there. Cross rink. Here it is. Shot saved. Rebound pulled down by Embach. Embach going in the corner. They get a piece of him on the play. Lepine coming up. Making a move down the wall. Going hard is Hobbs now to the Fort Wayne line. Nice hit that time as Krug makes his guy pay. They get a man up top. Moving nicely. Coming to center. It's Muirs that time. Komets keep it in the zone. Going deep. Muirs has it again. First man in the corner. He lost it out front. Shot. Save. Boy, I mean, Com was just in the right place. It hit him. Here they come back in the corner again. Komets look. Nobody at the point. They can't jam it down in the corner. Now they send it deep, and Muirs is there. Round behind the net. Evansville trying to come out of their own zone. Still 15 minutes left in this match. 3-0 Komets. Evansville down the zone. Harris coming in, a bleeder at the front of the net. No additional play. All right, nothing happening there. Banging away just a little bit. 15-19 still on the clock. 3-0 Komets. This is Komet hockey.
College living should be as exciting as college itself. Your home shouldn't be just a space to cram for exams while eating day-old pizza. Why settle when you can have off-campus, resort-style amenities where you can study, eat, socialize, and relax in style? Think The Grove. Think fully loaded college living. The Grove is currently leasing with rates starting as low as $440 a month. All apartments are fully furnished, utilities included. Choose your next home today at www.gogrove.com or call 486-5202.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Komets now try to get something going. They lost the play, intercepted. Here comes Hobbs to center. He's forechecked by Severin, but he comes loose with it anyway. Off the side of the net, they scramble and hang it on as the goaltender Nagle. Where they keep it, though, Evansville does. Goaltender's out. It's a penalty call against Fort Wayne. And down they come on the zone. Komets still can't get control of the puck. They have the extra man up. Here they come and score. You see it coming. You see it coming. And the goal goes to Lowry. Lowry gets the goal as they pull the goaltender, and it came at 5:36. Here they come. Here they come, and the Komets are going to have a moment to reflect on this one. 3-1 is now the score as the Icemen are on the board. So think about
Evansville
it.
goal, his third of the season, scored by number 17, Matt Lowry. Assisting on the goal, number 13, Daniel Johnston, and number 15, Jim McKenzie. Time to goal,
So,
5 minutes.
On the board, here we come. We got to jump back on them in a hurry or we're going to be on our heels. Back into the corner hard as Pistelli gets by the forecheck, picked off by Martell. Instead, Evansville working their way back up the middle. It's moved to Wong. Wong at center. Drops back into his defense. Komets get it back. Couldn't hold it. Here they come again. Save. Man, they walked right up the middle and blasted what? Where did our D go? 14:04. We're having a bit of a pattern going here right now. Let's hope it doesn't repeat. Face up in the Fort Wayne zone. Taken by Frazee. Up it comes on the wall. Komets overskated it, but they get it back. Another bad pass from Ouellette. Up the wall, broken up again. Finally backhanded into the zone by Frazee and around behind the net. Ouellette coming through, can't play. Komets try to get it out front, no play there. They flip it up onto the defense, can't find the puck. Where'd it go? Apparently up into the crowd as it deflected off the goaltender from a backhand attempt coming around the corner of the net. 13.5 still left in the game. All right. Lines are changing. And the faceoff is just outside the Evansville blue line. Faille gets the draw. Here they come back to center. Embach with a bad pass trying to move it into the zone. Here they come back again. Little poke check didn't work worth a darn. Now they get a man out front of the net. And the Komets give it away again. Here it comes. Embach ridden off the play. They're walking up front. Shot save. My golly, Nagle is on the spot again as the Komets. The wheels have fallen off, and in their own end, they can't get out. 13:28 still left in this match. Evansville is on the board at 3-1. Kerbashian into the faceoff. He gets the draw. Came up top trying to get a shot. Half wall left down behind the net. Leach trying to play it. Nothing going. Murray coming around the side of the net. All the way far side. Komets try to chop it out. They've got it. And now they throw it away at center ice. As Embach on the forecheck that time. Faille makes a reach. Can't finish it off. Komets drop it into the zone. They get it right back. And here comes Daniels. He's by one. By another one. He's through another one. Down in front. Feeds it long on the wing for Embach. Couldn't handle it. And here comes Evansville back Fort Wayne zone. They came back out at center ice. Turned by Faille, intended on the play for Embach, but it was deflected. Komets with it again. Now here's Krug. Back up ice, and it is Szydlowski. Here's Sid. Looking around, they just won't let you come through. Krug backhands this one in on the goal. Short hop, knocked down by Com, the goaler. Picked back up and moving out of his zone, Johnston at center. Turned in behind the Fort Wayne net, left there by Nagle. Short pass up to Krug. Good lead pass out the zone. On the wing, here's Muirs going in right side. Front of the net. Oh, and off on the corner. Severin had a beautiful play, couldn't turn it in. Back they come, Fort Wayne zone. Going deep is Harvey, left side. Picked off that time by Severin. Severin gets away from one. He's by another one, lost it. But the Komets managed to control. Krug is over center. A bad pass as he couldn't put any wood on it. And this one goes back behind the Evansville net. Here come the Icemen on the way. Long, high one all the way back in the corner. Played by Beaupre. Back up the wall. Lead pass good at center to Ouellette. Goes long, and it's played by Evansville. Martell turning it back to the Fort Wayne zone. Beaupre checked his guy. Up they come one more time. as they dump it back Fort Wayne corner. Martin after this one. Martin around the wall, has it taken away. They come up front. The Komets turn that one aside and then step right back into the traffic around behind the net. The Komets D-man Beaupre is nailed to the wall. Komets with a lead pass that's no good at all. Whoever threw that one, just a pussycat pass, that was Willette. And the Komets now at their own zone, all the way at center, into the zone. Here's Faille. Faille going cross rink, intercepted. Evansville back again, cutting to the line is Hobbs. In goes Hobbs, backhander wide. And the rebound, they almost had that one as Morissette couldn't put it in the hole. Down they come one more time. Turned by Daniels. Daniels on the wall, hits his guy well, took him off the puck. They clear it to center ice, and Evansville recycles it at their own blue line. Loose it comes as Faille on the forecheck. Oh, they got help this time. Into the zone we come. Szydlowski lost it. Now here's Embach. And back up the wall they come at center to Szydlowski. In goes Sid, gets by the check. Comes up with it anyway. Into the slot. They got missing in front of the net. Embach. He's creamed on the play. Up they come again. Evansville on the run. Moving to center. Kerbashian. Trying to get around the defense. Leach. He's out front. Whoa, scores. Okay, here they come again. I told you. That came at 9:58. And the K's are having their problems now. They've lost their momentum and are having a heck of a time getting it back. This is Komet hockey.
The Fort Wayne Holiday Inn, next to the Memorial Coliseum, is the official hotel of the Fort Wayne Komets. The hotel has special Komet hockey packages that include deluxe room accommodations, plus 2 tickets to a Komets home game. Enjoy dinner before the game at the Mastodon Grill, or a drink after the game in the Faculty Lounge. With 6,000 square feet of banquet facilities, the Fort Wayne Holiday Inn is perfect for your holiday parties. Call 482-3800.
Want to live a healthier life? You don't need to train for a marathon to do it. Even small changes can help you feel better. And at Parkview, it all starts with one word. Go. Go for a walk. Go spend time with friends. Go do something simple right now to improve your well-being. And take the Parkview Go Challenge. It's all about creating balance in your life. Mind, body, spirit, and community. For more healthy ideas, log on to parkviewgo.com. Parkview, your partner in health.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Well, they're getting what they want. They've got the Komets off their game. They're running them all over the place, and they're brawling with them behind the net. They've got them out of their game, and that's what they wanted. And the penalty call now goes to Krug. And the time of that call was 10:17. At 9:50, Kennedy gets the goal, the assist to Kerbashian. And we're going to have a little timeout here, and we'll let you know this is Komet hockey.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now in made just for you meals. For just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian VMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras plus tax. See stores for menu selections. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
It's time for another Phil's one-stop.
All right, ready for the face-off. Outside the Fort Wayne blue line, Krug takes 2 for an elbow. Faille now to the face-off along with Wong. They've scrummed for it at the line. Faille can't turn it away, and Evansville is getting very physical. They're just bodily taking you off everything. Here they come to the line. It's all the way back in the Komet corner behind the net, and we have what, offside against Evansville at the Fort Wayne line. All right, we're just working hard here, trying to keep a 1-goal lead right now. And the face-off has changed all the way to the Evansville zone. All right, let's see if we can get our momentum back. We don't have it right now. Faille back into the face-off again. Komets at the point. And Leach on the half wall at the front of the net. Turned aside. Rutkowski comes to center. Moving with the puck, McKenzie. He's checked off the play. They're reaching again on the defense as Daniels around trying to get his guy off the play. Harris driven away, and down it comes deep inside the Evansville zone, recovered by Rutkowski. Komets killing one off here. They have a 1-goal lead. They've squandered a couple of them already here in the period. Here comes Evansville back to the Fort Wayne line, tipping it over the defense. Back in the corner, look out, Beaupre has run off the play. Oh, and trying to center the puck, Saul. And what happened, he fanned on the play. And Saul waiting to see if there's any retaliation. Nothing coming, and the referee was all over that one. Komets now are still trying to kill the call off with 50 seconds to go. And they come far side. They walk down the middle. Can't get to the place. Saul off the wall, trying to move it. Evansville moving it on the half wall left side, trying to come up with a shot, still on the half wall. Moving down into the corner, Hobbs. Hobbs can't play. Looking, trying to set it up. Kerbashian at the goal mouth. They scramble. It's cleared out and cleared the length of the rink. 25 seconds still left on the Evansville power play. With the puck on the move, Danny Johnston off the defense at center. Comes to Harvey. In goes Harvey on the play. Komets get this one. Driven the length of the rink nicely that time by Embach. 8 seconds left. They probably won't have another rush coming now. Here it comes, though, anyway. 1 second into the zone they go off behind the net. Komets have it back and around the far wall. Up ice, unable to handle that one was the winger Faille. It blew right on by him as he was trying to get it into position to make a move. So the faceoff will go back in the Fort Wayne zone. It was an icing on the call. 3-2 Komets with a 1-goal lead. They had it 3-0 to begin with. And they've given up a couple already. Pat Kennedy heads into the faceoff with Faille. It's off behind the net, dug off the wall by Murray. Murray can't play, sends it up on the right side. Komets coming back. And at center, it's knocked down again. Reaching for it, Severin couldn't play it. Faille puts some forecheck on, trying to make it go up on the wall. Komets step into that one. Here we come at the net, and it is Faille getting away from one. Behind the net, Embach's got it again. Embach still on the wall. Two of them nail him. Up they come. Faille digging for it. He's got it back. On the wall again. He's nailed this time by Harris. Up comes Evansville at the Fort Wayne line. Sakaris going in deep. Komets have it there. Look out to get a man out front, but they couldn't get him the puck. Way to go as Szydlowski goes in, bangs hard, knocks Murray into the wall. Komets coming back 3-on-2. See what they're going to do on the wing left side. Around the defense, stood up hard on the play was Beaupre. Off in the corner, Komets go deep, working for it, can't get to the puck. Scrumming away, up ice it comes, Johnston coming loose. Komets keep it alive. Here it is, Krug with a shot. Now one deflects up off the mesh. So the faceoff will stay inside the Evansville zone. 6:27 left in this match. 3-2 Komets. This is Komet hockey.
Sweating through another barn burner at your team's bar?
Sure am.
Wish you had some ice-cold refreshment?
You bet.
Then Coors Light may be right for you. Could result in meeting new people, epic fist bumps, epic forearm bumps, epic or chest bumps, touchdown dancing, break dancing, line dancing, dancing like nobody's watching, awesome refreshment for the win, and one-of-a-kind Rocky Mountain Cold refreshment. Ask your bartender for Coors Light today.
Definitely.
When cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost-brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. With great beer comes great responsibility.
ESPN Radio, 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
All right, faceoff continues to stay inside the Evansville zone. 6:13 still on the clock. Score 3-2 Komets. Shots on goal 24 apiece. And Evansville's turned it up a notch, especially the physical side of the game. Boy, they're banging anything at all that's not all blue, and they're nailing them. Komets trying to get their momentum back, and they really lost it for a while there. See if we can steady the ship. Back we come. Faille looks to the face-off. Down in the corner now. Evansville got it back, starting to work their way back up ice on the play. A bouncing puck. Fort Wayne D's got it back and turning it out to center. They lost it. Moving it again. Lead pass is Embach. He's driven loose on the play. Evansville back with a play. Embach tried to steal. Couldn't finish it off. Here comes Murray. Murray trying to go down front. Can't get to the puck. Good hard play that time. Leach. The Komets trying to play it. They bump it out to center. Evansville picking it up. It's Rutkowski at his own blue line. Drops it off to Randy Curry. Sends it into the Fort Wayne zone. And off behind the net, Komets have it. Here's Leach. Has some room. Feeding a pass up on the wall left side. Komets keep coming to center. Flipped over the defense. Perlini going deep in the corner. Trying to hold the play, and it came back to center ice. Komet defense with it. Here's Krug. Krug now moving it. Back up the middle. Turned into the zone and hammered right on the wall. That time was Muirs. Back up the wall we come again. Knocked down deep onto the corner by Harvey. Harvey around the net. Came up left wall. McKenzie digs it out. Trying to dump it to center, which he does. In they come. It's Lowry going wide left in front of the net. Shot save. Hanging on is Nagle. No further action. That's their 25th shot on goal. 4-5-6 still on the clock. 3-2 Komets hold the lead. Evansville pressing hard. This is Komet hockey.
I love my coffee. And sure, I can get it anywhere, but I don't want that coffee. I want great tasting coffee. So I go to the guys who care about coffee as much as I do. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Coffee experts who source and roast their own beans and serve it the way I like it. And now, they have a great new dark roast blend. It has a rich, full flavor with a smooth finish. Just one more thing to love. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. Great tasting food, amazing coffee.
At participating U.S. restaurants. ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Jeez. Komets again having trouble clearing the zone. They're behind the net. They got 3 forecheckers in. Now they got room up the wing left side at center. Turned right on the net as Willett just dumped it in. Hanging on is the goaltender. With 4:18 still on the clock here in period 3. Evansville up with a couple of quick goals. Lowry at 5:36, Kennedy at 9:58, and they're right back in the hockey game. Shots on goal, 25 apiece. Face-off in the Evansville zone to the right of Crom, the goaltender. Or Com, I should say. Evansville trying to dump the puck back to center ice. They knock it loose. Komets have it back. Szydlowski out cruising. All right, Leach turning it into the zone. Down in the corner, it is Faille. Came up on the wall, right side. Martel dumps it. Szydlowski got a piece of that one. Sends it to the defense, poked wide, all the way back inside the Evansville zone. Lapine recovering it there, coming back to the Fort Wayne line. Komets get it back inside their zone. Up the middle, here's Faille. Second man through is Szydlowski. His drive, save, and hanging on, Com. Little conversation down below again. Who it is, I don't know. Maybe it's Johnston. All right, we change them up one more time. Everybody's starting to trash talk now. 3:37 left in this game. 3-2 Komets hold the lead. Back into the face-off. Frazee for the Komets. He's going into the draw against McKenzie. Taking a look. Frazee's got his guy trying to move it. They get it out at the point. All the way left side. Here's Krug. Down it comes in the corner. Behind the net. Digging it off. On the wall. Half wall. Coming to center. Driving hard is Harvey to the Fort Wayne line. Cutting wide left side. They can't get through. Komets break it up. Here they come. Move it out the wall. You got to go quick, and they dump it deep finally on the play. Komets get their line change with 3:10 still to go. Evansville back on the attack all the way to center. Dump deep into the zone. Komets chase it down. Krug there, and it's an offside call against the Evansville Icemen, or is it going to be an ice? It's going to be an icing. They didn't get to center ice. That's a good call at a time we need the whistle. This is Komet hockey.
Sound off with the Komets all season long, Mondays at 7:30 on 21 Alive, as Tommy Shegler and guest Komets take you inside the program, answering your questions live from the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Then Thursdays at 7:30, your phone calls, tweets, and emails are answered on your favorite college and pro teams in Parkview Sports Medicine Sound Off. And in the granddaddy of them all, The Score, plus more of The Score and 18 Komets road games on MyTV Fort Wayne. And you have the most local sports coverage hands down. And it's all from 21 Alive.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM and 1380 AM.
Komets with the puck. Szydlowski. In he goes all the way deep, dumping it around for Faille behind the net. He's taken off the play. Evansville back up the wall, coming to center, breaking to the Komet line, Kerbashian. In he goes, couldn't get by the D, shot save, and it came all the way back inside the Evansville zone. 2:20 still left. They get another shot into the Fort Wayne zone. This time it's Leach. Leach back up the wall, bad play, turns it into the corner. Komets chip away, can't get at it again. Here they come, look out, and unable to handle that one was Willett. It's at center ice, fortunately. Now they make a change as off the ice comes Szydlowski. Komets now with the forecheck trying to play it, but back on the attack comes Hobbs. He tries to get into the zone. Can't make the play. Good check that time, Daniels. Komets up with a loose puck. Daniels behind the net, hanging on as Hobbs trying to come out front. Can't do it. Look out, up top, shot, save. Komets can't clear it again. Down in the corner one more time. Off behind the net, Bell. Bell can't play it. He's taken off the play. They finally tip it out to center ice, and the race is on. Back into the zone, they'll come again. Evansville with the Sakars leading the way, sends it back at the line. Now the Komets back into their defense with 1:25 left. Out to center. Nobody handled that one, and it's Evansville with it again. Martell out of his zone. They're dropping it into the corner. Here comes the goaltender. It came wide, as it will be way up in the air. Komets tip it out to center. Race on for this one. Faille can't play. Nobody in goal. Evansville, back they come to the Fort Wayne line. Turned out to center. Here it is, as off the side of the net that time. Embach missed an empty net. 55 seconds left. 3-2. Komets hold the lead. Evansville back up ice. Martell to the Fort Wayne line. Going in hard. Behind the net. Oh, my. As they drop the puck off the wall. Got an extra man in there trying to make the play. They scrum for it with 40 seconds left. They come back out of the zone trying to move it all the way to the point. Can't get the job done. Here it is, and out we come to center again. They couldn't clear it. Front of the net. There they go, and it went wide. Off the left wall. Saul blocked that one. Evansville trying to get a man in the hole for the shot. Can't get him. To the point right side. They got two men in front of the net. All the way off into the corner. Going hard on this one. Komets move it out. They can't clear it again. Up they come one more time. Can't clear it again. Another save, and they missed a score. And somebody jumped on top of the goaltender, and Krug just tore him right off the top. What do we got going here, as McKenzie's got somebody down? All right. What do we have? Scramble down in front of the net. Krug was all tied up with Lepine. Puck is in the net, and they have themselves a tie with 7 seconds left. 19:53. And Evansville's come back to tie 3-3. So there'll be penalties dealt. See who gets them. You can see it coming. That third period blues again. And we're going to have Lepine going in. And we'll see who else goes in. It's Krug. They'll have a pair of probably roughing. And Lepine just dove right on the goaltender. And Krug went in and hauled him off. Well. It got...
Evansville goal is second of the game, 8th of the season, scored by number 25, Patrick Kennedy. Assisting on the goal, number 28, Guillaume Lapine, and number 11, Kale Kerbashian. Time to goal, 19 minutes, 53 seconds. Evansville goal, second of the game, scored by 25, Kennedy. It says 28, Lapine, and 11, Kerbashian.
He gets it with just 7 seconds left on the clock in regulation. So...
number 29, Matt Krug, each a double minor, 4 minutes roughing.
They pick up 4 apiece for rough. Double minors. So they're trying to settle it down here, and I guess they want to make sure these guys stay out in case we go to OT. I hated to be a purveyor of doom, but you could see the Komets were sagging. They were going down. 7 seconds left in regulation. They come back to center ice and into the face-off for the Komets, Tommy Frazee. The draw is in a crowd. Now they move it to the Fort Wayne defense. They're going back, kind of hanging on, waiting for a buzzer. Don't have it and finally get it. So at that point, we're going to have a little OT coming at you, 4-on-4. That'll be an interesting one, as both teams will be up 1 man short. 3-3 at the end of 3. This is Komet Hockey.
Here's some good policy from your local agent and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local, independent agencies, here to help you 24/7. Now that's good policy.
For all your insurance needs, visit Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
ESPN Radio 106.7 FM, 1380 AM.
Let's have a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard for you for a moment. Around the area, Quad City with 2:18 left in the third leads Brampton 6-1. Colorado at Ontario leads them 2-1 with 8:38 left in the second. Allen 5-2 over Tulsa with 11 minutes left in the third. Rapid City is at Wichita. They're leading 2-1, 15 to go in the second. Stockton a 2-0 lead over Idaho in the middle of the second period. And Gwinnett is clobbering Orlando 5-1. That was a final. Don't forget simple savings you get with Meyer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. Well, Evansville got what they wanted. They distracted the Komets. And once they got them distracted, started to really move around. And at that point, managed to control it, pulled the goaltender, and made it pay at the end. Here comes Evansville with the puck, but the Komets are there first. Behind the net, on the move, coming to center, going hard is Martin, going to the line. In he goes, feeds it off. They're all onside on the play, as Pistelli thought he was offside, and I think he slowed down. Here comes Evansville, back Fort Wayne zone. Martell going in at the net, hanging on with no additional play as Nagle gloves it. So the OT is underway. Face-off will stay in the Fort Wayne zone. Komets change them up again. See who we have on this one. It'll be Leach and Daniels defending. Perlini going to the face-off. Out it comes to the point. They're trying to get a shot away. Oh, look out, front of the net, and up they come again. They're trying to get a shot. Komets lose the edge as Perlini goes down. They're looking again. Rutkowski can't get his shot away. Down they come at the zone. Rutkowski came up top. Good bump on that play by Leach. Komets get it back, and Muir's working his way out. Short pass up to Leach. Leach on his way at center. Into the zone goes Perlini. Perlini sends it off behind the net. Komets chase it down Muir's far side. They break it out, but here comes Evansville. Komets are there first and make the move as Leach sends it deep to his buddy Daniels. Daniels coming up the right wall. They head for center. Back to Leach. In goes Leach. Dumps it deep after getting over center ice. Retrieved by Evansville as Martell with the puck, waiting around, see who's going to spread out for him. He sends it off up the left wing, coming out to center ice. Evansville still coming. Lead pass, Fort Wayne zone. Martell cutting across the goal mouth. Komets cleared on the near wall, but they couldn't get it done. Saul, they let a man go out front. Good play there as Martin got his guy off the puck. Martin's trying to play it again. Now around the boards, but it's turned up on a half wall left side. Picked back up. Martin can't get it out of the zone. Reaching for it. Out at the point. Left side. Right point. They're walking in. Drive. Save on the play. Picked up by the Komets. Martin with the puck behind the net. Feeds it off to Saul. Saul back out at center ice. As that time Szydlowski trying to get by his guy. Oh, a shot hit the post from Murray. Komets are back. Feeding off the far wall as it's going to be Martin. I don't know what he's doing, but he did see bad play again. Another bad pass. Back they come as Embach couldn't handle it. Now here we come. Rutkowski going in across the line. Around behind the net they move. Pick back up. Saul, he couldn't play it. Embach in on the zone. They tie it up wide of the goal mouth one more time. Komets have it. Here's Szydlowski off behind the net. And missed the pass on the play, but it goes to neutral ice, recovered by Murray. 2:10 still left. It's overtime. Here comes Evansville. Rutkowski going to the Fort Wayne line. Look out. Saul came up on the left wall. Komets get it back. Here they come. Moving away Severin. Severin on his way. Heads for center. Into the zone he goes. All the way deep. He's there. Oh, and he tried to put it out to center ice. He gets it there. In front of the net. At the goal mouth. Hanging on was Com. It deflected right off the skate of Faille. And Com just held on. 1:52 left in overtime. 3-3 Komets and Evansville. Face-off in the Evansville zone to the left of Com, the goaler. Faille in for the draw. Ready, set. As he gets the face-off with Lowry. Lowry wins the draw, and off they come. Evansville, they leave it behind the net for the D-man. Breaking out now, Johnston coming to center at the line, going wide left side. Lowry cutting in front of the net, can't finish the puck. Here they come back up top, trying to make the setup. Kennedy coming left side, turned off the corner of the net. Look out, bounce behind the goal. Komets had it, turned back out. Faille, but he put it out at the point left side. They get a shot, turned off the wall again. Komets had to go deep to make the play. In it comes, trying to make the move. Severin can't get to it. Around they come. Severin still trying to come back up ice. Lead pass good at center over the line. Driven by Faille off behind the net. Komets in a quick change. 1:05 still left. Evansville with the puck. McKenzie behind his net trying to come back up ice. Here he comes to center. McKenzie to the Fort Wayne line. He looks. Now gets on by Saul. Round behind the net. Saul ran him off the play. Far wall. Komets move it up the middle. Take a look. Here they come. All the way to center ice. In it goes on the wing. It is Pistelli. Here's the drive. High up onto the screen. 43 seconds left in this overtime. And that's one of the few shots the Komets have had on goal at all. So we have still 43 left. Face-off deep inside the Evansville zone. To the left of Com, their goaler. All right. Ready for the draw. I believe it's Perlini going into the face-off. Nope, it was Frazee. Picked back up. Evansville coming up. Johnston trying to come to center. Whoa, boy. Behind the defense, Murray that time. They just made it. Now back down deep in the corner. Here it is, Pistelli. Pistelli run off the puck, trying to dig it out. It came front of the net, but backing up on the play, Komets have it at center ice. Saul at his own blue line. 20 seconds left. They drop it off, and they give it away again. Over center ice, came back Fort Wayne zone. Here they come, Frazee at the line, jamming at it right in front of the Fort Wayne bench. Whistle, face-off stays in neutral ice. 8.9 seconds of OT still left. We're tied 3-3, Komets in Evansville. All right, here we come. Who's going to take the draw? Ready, set. And it came loose to the defense, into the zone. It's Embach. He couldn't handle the puck. Back they come, Fort Wayne zone again. Into the zone, drive, rebound, nobody out front for it. Buzzer, and hey, we're going to go shootout in here and see what goes on. So, 27-33 final shots. As the Komets get outshot at home again. And again, the third period woes took them right out of their game. They were cruising in pretty good shape. Here comes Evansville. Got into their heads, changed their game, got them looking, got them thinking about the wrong things, and they proceeded to march on and do some damage and get a 3-3 tie here as we go into shootout time. Oh, boy, huh? See how it's all going to go. All right. Get it all set up here. And we'll see how we're going to fare. We've done pretty well in shootouts this year, but the way this thing is going tonight, I'm making no predictions. All right. Okay, hang on. Let's see who's going to go where, why, huh? They're going to lead with the ace or what? Szydlowski going to be the first guy? Yep. So Szydlowski, first guy to shoot. Might as well go at it as quickly as you can. Here comes Sid, taking a pretty good look. What's he going to do with it? He's there, and he scores. All right, so we're first on the board, and that's pretty important, too. All right, they are going to have to represent someone at the blue line. Let's see who they're going to call on. All right, they're going to counter with Murray. All right, here he comes. Down in front of the net, taking a good look. Nice save on the play as Nagle gets a piece of it. Big one there as Nags gets the first save. That was a very important situation. All right, next man up, who's it going to be? Take a look at this one. It'll be Pistilli. All right, here he comes. Takes a little look. He's there. Another one. Pistilli scores. Same move. Moved to his left, came to his right, moved the goaltender. 2-0 Komets right now. Looking good if we can keep this going. Next shooter out is going to be Wong. So here comes Wong in wide left. He's looking. Attaboy. Nice save, Nagle. Picked it right off the end of Wong's stick. Next shooter out for the Komets. Catch a number for you here momentarily. It's going to be Faille. Here he comes. Takes a good look. Oh, he tried to slip it in the 5-hole, but it was a save from Com. So that's 3 shooters for us. And up next for Evansville is going to be Lowry. All right, he's taking his time going in. See how he's going to do it. Nice move again. Swatted away by Nagle. Oh, my. So 3 shooters down. Next Komet shooter. We get one here. We're in pretty good shape, aren't we? 3, yeah. It is going to be Embach. Here we go. Poke check by the goaltender. So Embach gets it poked away as he was trying to dipsy the goaltender. We now have Kerbashian. He will be their last hope. If he scores, it's still alive. If not, bingo. Here he goes, and he does score. Kerbashian gets a goal. Hey. Now it's 2-1. Here's a big shot coming, I'll tell you. A big shot coming. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Frazee, here he comes. He looks. He scored. What a move he put on. Komets get the win, scoring 3 out of 4. Big shootout game for Fort Wayne, and they have yet to lose a shootout. Post game coming your way in a moment. This is Komet Hockey.
Need a good night's sleep? Then get over to one of Mattress Firm's 4 locally owned showrooms, including our Super Center on Coliseum Boulevard. Bring in your Komet game ticket stub to receive 15% off Sealy Posturepedic, Stearns & Foster, and Hampton & Rhodes. Mattress Firm has the largest selection of all these brands and every Tempur-Pedic available. Mattress Firm offers easy credit and payment terms up to 5 years at 0% APR. Nobody sells for less. Mattress Firm, nationally known, locally owned. America's #1 sleep shop.
That's the delicious sound of bacon in Applebee's revolutionary new triple bacon all-in burger. They smash and sear bacon into 100% ground beef, then put more bacon on top and smother a buttery brioche bun with smoky bacon ranch sauce. The only thing that doesn't have bacon, the fries. But the free refills more than make up for it, and they're only at Applebee's. Free refills of fries available with all-in burgers for a limited time only. Participation may vary.
Join us for late-night half-price select appetizers, Sunday through Thursday after 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday after 10 p.m. See restaurant for details. Welcome to the Komet Hockey postgame show, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Here's Bob Chase.
Seemed to make it easy. They were cruising along pretty well with a 3-0 lead at the end of 2 periods of play, and then as we kind of had a feeling about this, the wheels fell off. Evansville scored. Lowry at 5:36, 3-1. Kennedy came back at 9:50, 3-2. And then Kennedy came back again, 1953. And that was the goal that tied it. We went into the overtime, and no harm done there. It was scoreless. And then the Komets started the shootout. Szydlowski scored. Murray did not. Pistelli scored. Wong did not. Faille didn't score. Lowry didn't score. And then Embach, the 4th shooter, didn't score, but Kerbazian did. And now it is 2-1. And the last shooter out for Fort Wayne, Frazee, really tied Com up, and Knotts got the goal on the shootout. Komets get the win. The final score was 4-3. So the Komets go at the Christmas break in a pretty good spot, leading the ECHL. Their in-hand game against Toledo was one they won. They did give Evansville 1 point, but who cares as long as you can get 2? And that's what happened there. So wild and woolly almost first half. It's not first half yet, but we almost consider it that at the Christmas break. And the Komets survive in fine style. And remember, lots of activity still coming. The Komets, of course, will be, I'm trying to get our schedule out. We got so many we can't figure it out. But we know for sure we're in Evansville Thursday night. And then we're back home for the rest of